Hammer game. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. Scrimmage number one. Scrimmage number one went down. As you guys already know, Manny Diaz did his little press conference, gave us a little insight on what happened. Not enough details, if you ask me, but nonetheless, he did give us some information. Now, I did drop a video earlier on this morning, showing you guys basically the stats that Manny gave out in that video, in that little press conference or whatever, or little interview, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I don't see any comments yet. Dennis Wilson, what's going on with you, Dennis? Dennis, I gotta resend your package out. I guess I put the wrong address in. I gotta resend your package back out, but nonetheless, I got you. They sent it back to my house, so I gotta resend it back to you. You say, damn, a dislike already. Hey, it be like that sometimes, man. Sometimes in life, you don't have to do nothing. The haters gonna hate. Let them hate. Hey, if they want to give the video 1,000 dislikes, they can. It's a free world, free country. YouTube is free for all. So, nonetheless, Miami Hurricane spring. Now, we've been getting a lot of information on practices. We've been getting a lot of information on, scrimmages, who's looking good. Some of the guys we're not hearing too much about or hearing anything about. But nonetheless, we got to take what we get. So, scrimmage went down. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about the quarterback situation right now, with De'Aaron King being out, possibly coming back for the start of the Alabama game. Then you got the battle between Matoka. I'm going to say Matoka first because everybody seemed to just throw Matoka to the side and just go straight Garcia and Tyler Van Dyke. But, Matoka, Tyler Van Dyke, Jake Garcia, Now, Manny, yesterday when he mentioned the quarterbacks and, yardage, completion rates and everything like that, he did not mention Matoka. So I'm not sure if Matoka played. Did he get any snaps? Did he get any reps in? So kind of hard to say, Matoka did bad. And it's kind of hard to say if he did good at all. But we do have numbers for Jake Garcia and Tyler Van Dyke. Now, we're going to start with Tyler Van Dyke because obviously he's the one getting snaps with the first team. So you have Tyler Van Dyke 10 for 14 or 10 for 15. One of them, I think it was 10 for 14. 10 for 14. As a matter of fact, I got the stats here. So let me, pull that up on the screen too so I won't be all wrong. Okay, so I got Tyler Van Dyke 10 for 15. 114 yards and a touchdown. And on the other hand, you got Jake Garcia, 15 for 19, 184 and a touchdown. Similar numbers, but favored Garcia more. Now, I do tell you guys that Garcia is a dual threat quarterback. He's a mobile quarterback. He's way more mobile than Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler Van Dyke is more of a pocket present, pro-style quarterback. So I do think Reed Lashley's offense will favor Jay Garcia more. It fits him more. That's the system he's been running. Now, nothing against Tyler Van Dyke. That's not saying that, Jay Garcia is going to win the spot. They got to battle it out all summer. It's not just a 1, 2, 3 practice or scrimmage and then, hey, we crown a guy. It's nothing like that. It's far from it. So those are the numbers now. Receiving wise, we're going to start with, I know you see Restrepo up there, but we're going to start with Mike Harley. Mike Harley, 2 reception, 75 yards, 1 touchdown, limited. Basically, Mike Harley came out and he looked like he just picked up from where he left off, according to Manny Diaz. He picked up from where he left off last season. So they kind of ended his day pretty fast. Hey, we see, okay, we get it. Let these other guys get in there and get them reps because obviously, you turned up on another level right now. So let them other guys come in and get some reps. Then let me check on the chat just to be certain I'm not missing anything. All right, Maiden Day, what's good with you? Chris and Dorsey, what's going on? Jordan in the building, what's going on with you, Jordan? BB the Gator, what's going on? BB, how you doing, man? Anybody else? Let me see. Dontavius Thomas, how you doing, boss? Hope I said your name right. Hurricane CJ, what's going on with you, man? All right, so now Xavier Restrepo. Last year, we seen a little glimpse of him. Kickoff returns, he didn't have the greatest kickoff return stats or anything like that. He did muff one, had some miscues here and there, but nonetheless, we saw a little glimpse. We didn't see too much because of COVID-19. Most weeks, those guys, unfortunately, like most of the wide receivers last season, when it came down to it, COVID-19 kind of, took a toll on them. But nonetheless, 9 receptions, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, from what I've been hearing is a lot of comparisons to Braxton Berrios. They're saying that this guy might be the clutch wide receiver that Miami's been needing, especially on them third downs when, hate to say it, when a lot of passes get dropped. But that's where we at. Now, me personally, I wanted Manny to go a little bit more in depth with that interview. I wanted him to talk about the newer guys too. I wanted to hear what Charleston Rambo did. I wanted to know, how's he looking out there compared to a guy like Mike Harley, compared to Xavier Restrepo. I wanted to see the numbers on them. Unfortunately, we don't have that information right now. That has not been released. But on flip it on the defensive side, all right, so to flip it onto the defensive side, standout, Corey Flagg, linebacker. Another standout, Avery Huff, linebacker. So we got 2 standout linebackers now. Linebacking position, we've been complaining about it for a minute now. We saw the woes from that position last season. So we got 2 guys, and I know this is only spring, and I know this is only the first scrimmage. You don't have to remind me. Trust me, I know too. But we got 2 guys that are standing out. That's good to hear, in that position. That's good. We haven't heard that in a minute. But Avery Huff, Corey Flagg, those 2 guys may be somebody to look out for come Alabama. All right, so 2 interceptions. Now, Manny did not go into detail on who threw these interceptions. 2 interceptions was thrown. One to Chase Smith. Chase Smith out of Melbourne, just came in, freshman, athlete, making his way right in. He's getting comfortable at home. Avante Williams, as you guys know, his story, his medical ups and downs, and he's good to go. He's fully in. Got an interception also. We don't know who threw them interceptions. We don't know if it's Tyler Van Dyke. We don't know if it's Jake Garcia or even Matoka. But somebody threw 2 interceptions. Whether they shared one or somebody threw 2, somebody threw 1, the other threw 1. Nonetheless, somebody threw an interception. We don't have that information. But those are the stats that Manny gave out. Those are what he talked about in that interview. For anybody that have not seen it, I'm pretty sure most of you guys seen it. It's been floating around. And if you watch my video from earlier, you definitely seen it. But those are the stats. Now, let me check back in on the chat real quick. Get it off the screen. All right, where did we leave off? right. So CJ, I see CJ. Okay, there we go. Kamari Brown, what's going on with you, boss? He said, appreciate you saying my name right, man. I think a lot of people appreciate me saying their name right. Hey, I mess up a lot of names all the time, man. So y'all forgive me, man. Y'all forgive me. Ernest in the building. He said Jake the Snake is the future. Why you say Jake the Snake? What's behind that? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Why you call him Jake the Snake? Or Jake Snake? Why you call him that? He said questions on sacks and tackles. Who are those guys? Also, O-line. See, that's what I'm saying. The only thing we got was from Manny Diaz. So I can't come on here and tell you the O-line looked that bad. I can't tell you they look good. I can't tell you who got them pancakes. Nothing. All we can go by is that little stats that they gave us. That's all they gave us. This the time that we're living in right now. We basically just got to go by interviews, press conference. We don't have no footage unless Canes All Access decide they want to give us a 2-minute clip or a 1.5 minute clip of what happened, in a span of maybe 2-3 hours. So unfortunately, we don't have no information on, who got sacks, who got tackles, who missing tackles, who dropped balls, you name it. We ain't got no information on the cornerbacks. I know that's the main position a lot of us want to look at is the cornerbacks. Who's getting interceptions? Well, we know where the 2 interceptions went, but who's out there, batting down balls, you name it. How many times was the ball thrown to this corner and how many times did the ball got caught on this corner? None of that stuff. We don't have none of it, man. I know this year and last year has been real frustrating for us fans that's like obsessed. That's the word I want to say. We're pretty much obsessed. We bleed orange or green year round. Whether it's football and other sports, but mainly football, but we don't have that information. But based on the information that we do got, what you guys, I'm gonna put the link in the chat because I want to hear y'all opinions and thoughts on all of this. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and y'all come on and I'm not gonna talk for nobody. Y'all gonna talk for yourself. Tell me how y'all feeling, what y'all was looking forward to, or y'all how you feel about the freshmen. How you feel about Restrepo catching all 9 receptions? Jake Garcia lighting it up. Tyler Van Dyke. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. The link's in the chat for anybody that want to click. I'm going to catch up with the comments a little bit. He said, who's editing these mini clips? That would be Canes All Access. Canes All Access. They put out those clips. Those little Miami Hurricane clips that you see, those are put out by Canes All Access. So this year we as fans need to stay silent until we get them dubs. I mean, it's easier said than done, man. That's easier said. I feel you. I get where you're coming from with that comment, but it's easier said than done. When you truly love this Miami Hurricane program, it's like we want our voice to be heard too. Because I mean, we're not there most of the time for all of this stuff, but nonetheless, the eye test, we see it game day. We see all this stuff, spring game and stuff. So we go to, it's hard to silence the fans. I mean, back in the days before the internet and all this social media, it was, hey, whatever team they put out there, you would go out, watch the game, whether in the stands or on TV, or you would read about it in the newspaper or whatever. But social media, man, fans, we got a voice. We got a voice. So I get what you're saying, but everybody got their opinions, man. We got platforms out here that's we just gonna put out our opinions. We got Henry Lee in the building. What up, Henry Lee? Has Green Guy T2Y said anything about FSU? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, you got to go watch my last video, Henry Lee. I definitely talked about FSU. As a matter of fact, let's entertain FSU for 5 seconds, because things ain't going too well for FSU. Let's just say that things ain't going too well for y'all up there, Simmon hoes. All right, so basically, immediate takeaways from FSU's second scrimmage. Offensive line struggled. They've been struggling for the last 3-4 years. No surprise there. Penalties and at least 6 bad snap counts. So you got man, I'm talking false starts, all kind of crap. Bad snaps could lead to fumbles and stuff like that. That's what's going on in Tallahassee right now. But let me keep it moving. Keep this brief because we Hurricanes fans. We don't really want to hear nothing about no Seminoles. Not that girls' school up there in Tallahassee. Easy to tell Travis and Rutabaker are way ahead of Milton in running the offense. So basically, they brought in Milton. We all know Mackenzie Milton used to play for UCF. Blah blah blah. Got the injury. Been out for about a year or two from college football. Came back. Now he's a part of the Seminoles. But when you're out of football for so long, it's hard to say, hey, let this guy start because, one, he got to learn the playbook. 2, he got to learn the offense, the snap counts, all that. You got to get the timing down with the receivers and stuff. So I can see Milton being off. Now you got a guy with Travis and Rudemaker. They've been in that program. I seen Travis Jordan. He did some good things last season, and he wasn't as terrible, but it sucks, man, because Milton was supposed to come in and be their savior. He was supposed to be like the second coming of Jesus for Florida State. That sucks. Hope y'all get it together. It's gonna be another 52-10, maybe 62-10. Who knows? I hope so. 62-10. That would be great. Anyway, a lot of drop and miss touchdowns from wide receivers. So you still got the drop C's. The Butterfingers can't catch wide receivers at Florida State. All right, that's it. That's all we know about Florida State for right now, Henry Lee. So there you go, Florida State. Oh, it lasted more than 10 seconds. We gave y'all a good 5 minutes. There you go, Florida State. Trash. Oh, man, y'all get it together. Get it together up there, Tallahassee. Oh, man, we got Coach Hayes in the building. Coach Hayes, what's going on with you, man? Coach Hayes, if you're not busy or you're not are you somewhere where you can get on, man? I'll put the link in the chat. Just let me know. I'd love to get some of your thoughts and opinions on this. I know you got a show tonight at 8. I'll definitely be tuning in. So make sure you guys tune in tonight at 8 o'clock. Coach Hayes will be live. He will be talking Canes football. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that tonight, 8 o'clock. All right, let me catch up. I'm way behind. Florida State got me so far behind right now. Okay, so we got I don't buy anything Manny says. Listen, man, at the end of the day, Manny Diaz is what we got. Us talking down on them or anything like that, it ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna change. The only thing gonna change Manny from being in Miami is playing on the field. It's winning games. If we're not winning and we can't, we're not making those strides or looking no better or trying to compete for ACC championship or national championships, then that's the only way Manny up out of here. But as of right now, we just got to get behind Manny. I hope he don't do the favoritism thing. I hope he put the best talent on the field to, give us the best chance to win. But at the end of the day, we got to get behind him. As fans, we got to rally behind him. I mean, R.I.P. to Howard Schnellberger. I always mess up his last name, but RIP to him. First national championship, brought it here to Miami, put Miami on the map, made kids in Miami, in Florida, want to come to the University of Miami, gave us a name when we didn't have one. So, RIP to him. You know, that's tough, man. All right, let me try to catch up on some of the chat real quick. It's pretty hefty. You said we need a scrimmage box score. Yeah, we definitely do, man. We definitely do. Sometimes I wish they'll just let me fly a drone over the stadium or something, or wherever they do the scrimmage. Just let me fly a drone over that thing, and I'll watch the thing about 30 times, write down all the stats, and give it to all the people. I'll do it for free, Manny. Or anybody at the university that's listening, I'll do it for free, man, because we definitely could use some real stats, not just the ones they toss at us. Because I mean, look at it. We got stats for maybe 5, 6 players on the team when we got a team over 80. Come on, man. Not to mention, the spring game coming up too. It's on the ACC network. A lot of us in South Florida don't have ACC network, but I know me. I'm gonna find a way to watch it. But good luck to you guys, man. I can't even put it out because ACC network would try to shut this thing down. Wait. All right, so y'all, it seems like y'all having y'all own little conversation in the chat. That's a good thing. So, like I said, I got the link in the chat. Anybody in the chat that wants to come in, give their thoughts and opinions, how they feel, just come on in and air it out. I'm not gonna make this live a little bit too long today, but the link is in the chat for anybody that wants to give their thoughts and opinions. And for those of y'all that has been watching the FCS football games on Saturdays with me, appreciate y'all. For those of y'all who don't know, on Saturdays I do FCS football, spring football. Those games are on ESPN Plus. A lot of people don't have ESPN Plus. I do stream the game. You do watch the game right here on the screen. The game is on the screen. You don't just listen to me talk or tell you what's going on. You see it for yourself. You hear the commentators, and I'll give my inputs every now and then. But for most of the time, I stay out of the way and just let you guys watch the game. So Saturdays, I've been doing that for the past couple of weeks now. Yeah, that's a good idea right there, Chris. Rose, Seminoles. I'm talking trash about your Seminoles, man. Come on in. Come enlighten us. Enlighten us. Let us know what you seeing that they ain't putting out, because this is a guy that put this information out. This is a guy that's in y'all in y'all facilities. He's there. He's putting this information out. So, let me know what he ain't telling us. He gave us all the bad, so come give us all the good then. I found this little meme. The other day, and I wanted to see what y'all thoughts on it. So I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna see what y'all thoughts, and we're gonna talk about this too. I'm gonna see what y'all thoughts on that. Say I'm a Miami fan, but Bama will blow out Miami. I'm just keeping it real. Basically, he said, say it one more time. See, he got the gun locked and ready. But I saw this. I just wanted to bring it to y'all because I mean, a lot of Miami fans been talking about. So I'm just being realistic, man. I'm just being realistic. You know, Bama's gonna blow us out. We're gonna lose to Bama. We ain't even played the game yet. Bama. Man, I saw this. Like I said, I wanted. What's y'all thoughts though? Yeah. So like I was saying though, back to the subject on hand, which is the scrimmage. So you got Avery Huff and you got Corey Flagg. Those guys standouts defensively. Manny Diaz. That's what Manny's saying. But my biggest thing is I need some stats. I need something. You know, how many they said that also we only gave up like one big run. And I'm gonna say that one went to Don Chaney because Don Chaney had a big run for a touchdown. So that's good to hear that the defense is stepping up, especially against the run, because you know the whole fiasco with the North Carolina thing. Hopefully, that's a thing of the past and never happen again. So it's good to see that the linebackers are stepping up, the defensive line is stepping up, but we still need some stats. I wish I had visual. I wish we could do our own evaluation, but like I said, with the videos that they do give us, it's a 2-3 minute clip where they just edit all kind of edit, put a little special effects in there, make it look all spicy and effectful. And I want to see some real action, man. I want to see some real action. CJ said Garcia should be QB1. Restrepo needs to be okay. We got oh man, what's going on, Chase?
I'm good. Let me make sure my mic good. My mic good?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
All right, perfect, man. I was just making sure, man. What's up with you, man?
Good. Just chilling on this Sunday. Didn't know if I was gonna come on today because since the off season I've been kind of chilling on the Sundays. I normally do a regular college football show on Sundays where I bring other guys from different teams and everything, and we just talk about everything football, not just Miami. But with the spring game coming up soon, the scrimmage happening, decide to see what the fans were thinking. We're not really getting too much. We're just getting what Manny's giving us right now. But based on what he's giving us, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, there's a lot of coach talk, man. They're never gonna be negative. I don't care what program it is, you know what I mean? But right. Gonna be positive. So it's just some coach speaking there, and that's fine. It is what it is. You got to keep it positive. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it's hard to say because you don't know what's what. Of course, he highlighted the guys that did extremely well, but like I said, what about a Pope? Didn't hear any stats from that guy. What about a Cam? You know what I mean? So like that's the problem. You know what I mean? Where the guys that you maybe consider starters, you ain't hear anything about. So it's like it's not always what people say, is what they don't say is always the big thing.
Right, because I mean, guys, he's only okay. So we got the Xavier Restrepo numbers, we got the Mike Harley numbers, which from what Manny says, Mike Harley went out there and just picked up from where he left off. So they kind of ended his night early, get him out of there real quick because now let's get the other guys some reps that we think they're probably gonna need it more than you do. But nonetheless, we don't get those numbers. We don't know. I mean, Xavier numbers. We don't know whether Tyler Van Dyke throw those passes to him. We don't know if it's Jake Garcia. We got 2 interceptions. We don't know who threw. We don't know nothing. What happened? Did Matoka even play anything? So it's hard to judge and look at these different position battles when we have no visual or anything. We just got a 2-minute clip from Manny saying this guy did this, that.
But like I'm saying, man, you got to listen to what they don't say. That's the big thing. Listen to what guys don't say tells you the story. When you're dealing with these coaches and stuff, when they're not talking about guys, because think about it, if a guy did well and he don't mention it, what is that telling you? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? If I had a guy that did well, or even, like, for example, he brings out a Jake Garcia, right, which is this really his first scrimmage in college, and he mentions him, so he did well. But then you don't bring up Matoka, that means he probably didn't do as well. But you don't want to go out and say that because it sounds negative. So you got to kind of read between the lines when you deal with these coaches, man. But I got to say this. My man, Chase Smith with the pick. I'm telling you, that dude going to be man.
Mr. Melbourne, man.
Yeah, man. I was happy to see that.
Chase, where you think they're going to play him, though? Because he's listed as an athlete, but where you think they're going to put him on the field? Because I heard dude is versatile as crazy.
I think he's the epitome of a striker. Like, for that position, he can cover. It showed on his film. He can blitz. It shows on his film. He can cover, do zone. It shows on his film. You know what I mean? So, he is the jack of all trades. That's why I like him so much, because if you ever want to send him off the edge, you can. If you want to have him cover, he can. If you want to play him in zone, you can. So, and even if you want to get real exotic with it and throw him back there maybe as a third safety in some kind of form, like, you don't have to take him off the field from a prevent standpoint. If they go 5 wide, you don't have to worry. That's why I like Chase Smith, because he's so versatile and he excels at all different facets of the game. That's why I like him.
Yeah, not to mention too, after not playing last year because of medical reasons, then you have Avante also coming out with an interception. Man, that's not to mention, he picked up that big number 15. So for the past 2 seasons, that big number 15 has been doing great things, but on the defensive end side. But to see this guy come back after, a lot of people didn't know where his future would go, based on his medical history. But to see him come out there first scrimmage, grab that interception, hey.
And the thing is, right, like I tell guys, because we don't know, we don't have footage, you also have to ask, and this goes for Chase Smith too, what kind of interception? Did it bounce off the receiver hand and it popped in? Did you rope it off? Did you break on it? Whatever. But I know I did see your boy Amari Carter lay the wood on some, who was that? He laid the wood on, man. Oh, my God. That was a Polo Timmy, bro.
I gotta cop me some Polo Timmy, man. I gotta get around to that. I gotta come on here one of these nights and just, hey, Polo Timmy right here.
I got one around here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I got a bunch of some things around here somewhere. But yeah, man, I'm just, it's excited to see good things happen. I think, like you were saying earlier, that we got to rally behind Manny Diaz. He the man at the helm right now. So we got to get behind the dude. And he's doing things, like I say, he's done, all the fans been barking about X, Y, and Z, and he's making X, Y, and Z happen. Now you got to put it on the field. You know what I mean? I get it, but at the end of the day, bro, you got to play football, man. But I'm excited about the young class, and I'm excited the fact that they didn't just play the old heads a lot, in essence. You know what I mean? From what we're hearing, because we didn't see it, but from what we're hearing. So they can go out there and get the jitters out, man.
Right. That's why I'm glad to see, Van Dyke and Garcia, they're doing as well as they are right now, because now we don't have a N'Kosi Perry to fall back on. Now that times get rough in that quarterback position, especially if King don't come back on time, one of these guys got to be up and ready to go. It's going to be like, hey, you on call, you need to be. It's like a job where you need to be ready at any given moment. You got to be at home with your uniform on. You on call, even if we don't call you.
Yeah, man, like Varsity Blues, boy. You can't be back there reading the comic books and doing your homework. You got to be ready to go, boy. Right. But I'm going to tell you something I am kind of, I don't want to say worried about, but I would have expected to see more from this wide receiver group, the young guys, the Brashard Smiths, the young guys that we brought in. I know Xavier Did I say it right? I know I jacked it.
Trust me, man. Nobody jack up names more than me. I think it's Restrespo.
Restrespo, yes. But he did his thing, but he been on the roster already. I want to see what the fresh legs got going on. I want to see what the Brashard Smith gonna bring, what the Romello Brinson, what he brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to see how they came in, because the thing is, they only had 5 practices, and then they had the scrimmage, that's typical.
Right.
I want to see how fast they picked it up, because
the other guys too.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Everybody talking about sitting down Wiggins and Pope and all them cats, but if these young boys can't grab it in a hurry, you got to go with the guy just because he's dropping the ball. I get that's huge. But I can't catch a ball if I ain't in the right place either. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see names like Avery Huff and Corey Flagg, man, because all off season, we've been talking about this linebackers. What are we going to get from the linebackers? Are any of these guys going to, step it up? We haven't seen anything since like Perriman, since Shaq, since those guys. So what's going to happen in this linebacker position? So it's good to see that they're being highlighted and they're the ones that's standing out. But I want to know about the corners. I want to know about them. I want to know who's shutting it down, who's patting balls down, who's contesting. Even if you get burnt here and there, I still want to see how we progress from last season to this season.
Yeah, I saw your boy Tyreek Stevenson. He got smoked a little bit in one of the practices. I saw one of the film.
Yeah, Mike did him dirt, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this too, though, from a coaching standpoint and for the fan, don't take too much into that, because a lot of this stuff is, you don't want guys to be hurt by trying to contest a lot of passes. So sometimes if he does have to step on you, you let it go, just because you don't want to twist some, step on the back of Achilles. So a lot of times it looks worse than what it really is, and that's not making an excuse. That's just body control, understanding players. These are your guys. You don't want to knock your guys out because you need them. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when you look at those tapes, yeah, they get, they're getting beat, but again, we don't know what the drill was. Was it just a pat and go drill? Was it a full-fledged drill? Was it 7-on-7? What period were they in? So that's, that's a lot. Like you said, when they edit those films, you don't know what they editing, man.
Yeah, because for Tyreek, he probably had about 4 or 5 times he pat the ball down, but that one clip made the highlight, so that's the one we seen. So we might have some concerns, but then if you go back and say, well, I was there and I saw him, shut Harley down 9 out of 10 times or whatever. That one time you saw was the one bad time. So at the end of the day, we just going off what we see.
Highlight. Yeah, that's why they call them highlights, man. But I just don't want the fan base to put too much into this right now. You know what I mean? It's only the first one. It's only been 5 practices. I mean, and that first scrimmage is typically, let's see what we got scrimmage. Let's see how fast the guys pick up. Because what happens usually in the first 5 days, they throw a gang of information at these cats, right? A lot of people don't realize they don't ease into it. They throw a lot of stuff at them to see how much they can retain. And then they go from this scrimmage. What typically happens is now we're saying, okay, the retention level is not as high as we think it is. Now we need to scale it back. If the retention level is a lot higher, we can keep putting more in and more in. And that's how scrimmages really work. That's the philosophy behind a lot of scrimmages too.
Right. Now, my big takeaway is Garcia, Tyler Van Dyke. That seemed like it's going to be a battle the next coming scrimmages. It seemed like something to pay attention to during the spring game. Which one of those guys is going to take it over the edge? Because, like I said, King coming back game 1 is not certain. He's on fast pace, like the staff is telling us and showing us little clips of him working out and stuff. But it's not guaranteed that he will be back for that first game. So one of those guys is going to have to be like the bona fide starter to say. But I know we can't see it, man. And that's the frustrating part. But I want to see that battle. I want to see who's more consistent, who's more accurate, who reads the field better, who's breaking down coverages better, who's making the best decisions when they're out there. And we don't see that, but to see the numbers, we get excited because we see the numbers, but we don't know what's really going on. Those yardage that picked up could have picked up a lot of yards, but you could have missed wide open touchdowns and stuff like that too. So,
well, like I said,
versus that Van Dyke.
It was what, like when I looked at your stats up there, they were 10 for 15. And I mean,
I'll throw that up there again. I had it up here.
That's all good. Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at it. 10 for 15 and 15 for 19. So that's 5 and 4 missed passes. I mean, anything could have happened. And like you got to say, think about it. Let's just even it out. Let's just say each one of those guys threw that one interception to each person. Yeah. So then that's 3 passes that's missed and 4 passes that's missed. I mean, it's not a bad showing. You know what I mean? It's not a bad showing. Think about it. You can win a game with 15 completions for 188 yards.
Yeah. The run game got to be on point, though. And that's another question mark, too. We see Don Chaney's numbers. What happened to Cam? What happened to Rooster?
Man, my biggest my most concern is I think our running game is straight. I think Cam is fine. I think we know Chaney is fine. We know Knighton is fine. Rooster, all them cat. My biggest concern is the old line getting a movement. We know them guys can run. I think if I look offensively, I think the most solidified group is the running back. Like the guys you can count on. The problem is you can't run it if you're not getting movement on the line. But I'm talking about from a talent standpoint. I think running backs are like the depth is there. You know what I mean? The depth is there.
If I had to go offensively,
different things.
If I had to go offensively, position that I'm not too worried, running back would definitely be it. And if I had to go on the defense, I'll probably go with safeties. Because you got to think about it. The D line, we're not too sure about it right now. We got McLeod coming down to defensive end. We got some unproven guys on the D line, and then linebacking position, which due to what Manning is saying now, look like we might have some kind of light there, but we got to sit back and wait on that. And the cornerback position also is still up in the air. So I'd probably say safety I feel a little bit better at safety on defense than any other position. What's your take?
And I tell people this, you're exactly right. I believe the safeties too. But here's why I can tell you, even subconsciously, you probably feel real comfortable with those guys because there's some depth in there. Just like the running back, there's depth in there. There's no real depth. Even if we get a starting 2 or 3 at the linebacker position, right? There's no real depth. I mean, the rest guys are true freshmen. The Deshaun Troutman and those kind of kids, man. They young. And that's what's scary. Even Leonard Taylor. Think about it. We talking about Power 5 football, bro. We talking about major football, and Leonard Taylor gonna come in and just dominate right away. It's different from playing that power metal.
Hey.
Playing, I'm just being honest. Like, you know what I mean? It's a total different beast, and there's only a few guys that can come in, especially at the D line position as a true freshman, and really make a huge impact. I mean, I only know like Tyler Davis from Clemson. That's only because he's from Orlando, and I had a chance to really coach against him, so I know exactly what that dude had to bring. And I'm not saying Leonard Taylor can't do it by any means, but I'm just saying we have to be kind of realistic with our expectations with some of these young guys because we looking at how they dominated in high school.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see if they can dominate here because it's
the question marks.
Scheme, pin and pull, blocking. Like these are things they haven't seen in high school. They haven't seen like a lot of guys not running pin and pull blocking. They running man-on-man blocking. That's all. They're not used to getting their legs cut from up under them, dude pulling around. Like, there's a lot to it, man.
Yeah. I mean, but if Leonard Taylor could bring that same dynamic from high school to college, man, we got an animal. We got a beast.
Yeah.
If he could translate that to the field in college, sky's the limit for him, man.
I think he will. He just got to get his feet wet first. And you jumping in the deep end of the pool with Alabama starting off. So, you know what I mean? And you got to remember, I don't think he's faced a 6'7" offensive lineman or a 6'6" offensive lineman that's 23 years old, that's trying to go to the league. And I got a fresh fish in front of me. I'm finna show this cat. Like, those are the type of things that people are not really thinking about when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But I'm excited. I'm just excited to see these guys get out here and make it happen.
And my bad to the chat. I've been neglecting y'all. CJ says they need to pull little Timmy shirts for Pope and Wiggin, man.
I can't do it to him, man.
It's too early right now, man. Maybe if they get into some games and start doing the drop C's again, then they might need some of them shirts.
Yeah, I might things on deck, man. That's crazy. Oh man, that's like McLeod. I hope he, and I've said this before, man. I'm putting this out here. That's my dark horse. I hope this dude dominates this year, bro. I hope he dominates, just because I always want to see these young guys that come to the U, kept their nose clean, did what they were supposed to do, not in trouble, going to class. I want to see them come out prosperous in some form of fashion. So I hope he, you know what I mean? I just hope he just turn this thing out, man, and just be dominant, man. That's really my goal for him. Just because, you know, you're always going to wish the best for a young man. Like, you know, if he was an a-hole out there and doing stupid stuff, you know what I mean? Then I'd be like, well, he get what he deserves, you know? So.
Now, CJ says, as long as these players can show up in the games like practice, then we might start drinking the Kool-Aid. I think if spring game come around and we start seeing these same results, the defense not getting dominated, the offense not. I want to see a balance. I want to know that the defense is going to be able to stand up against, you know, high quality opponents coming out straight out the box, straight out first game, Alabama. I want to see if that defense, how it stand against our offense. That's how we going to be able to measure up, you know, what it would be like against an Alabama. But offensive wise, I want to see Cam. I really want to see Cam. I want to see if he's attacking the hole, if he's still stutter stepping in the backfield. I want to see his progression from last season to this. I want to see if he's still in the back, just thinking a little too much, or he's just going straight head forward, running through things, because he's got the size and the muscle to do it.
Yeah, I just think my personal opinion, I just don't think we run the stuff that makes him successful. You know, like I said, I don't see a lot of gap scheme things, right? And when you have those running backs like when I look at Cam, right, downhill guy, straight ahead guy, he's got a little good jump cut in him, but he's not shaky and wiggly, right? Then you have a Chaney. Let me go to this. You have a Knighting, who a little lightning bolt. He can shift and get in and out. And then you have a Chaney that can do both. You know, you have to be able to have in your playbook, you got to have those plays called. And I don't see a lot of gap scheme stuff for Cam. And when I say gap scheme, meaning pulling things, power plays, the counter trades. That may sound old school, but they still run it. They still run it. You know, you don't see a lot of the wham blocks where he can just take off. Because when you see Cam run, he go downhill, he shot out a cannon. You know what I mean? But when he got to start and stop, he doesn't look that great.
Yeah, because once he get past the linebackers, you start seeing a different speed from him. It's like that acceleration picked up. He started to look like one of those Mustangs or Camaros once they get past the first and second gear. You know, it's sky's the limit after that. And
he got that weight. Yeah, the muscle cars got the weight on them, but after they get, you know, to a certain deal, then they turn over, and that's him, you know. But like a cat like Knighton, he can stand still and create a burst within 5 yards. And those are those zone kind of plays you want to run with Knighting. Even Chaney, you know, but I really like our running back. And especially with the guys coming in, the Thad Franklin, the Cody Brown guys. You know, like I think Cody Brown, Thad Franklin kind of take over the catch role in essence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I think the running back group is my least worries. Is my least worries,
Yeah.
especially bringing in Franklin and Brown. That's another two backs that I think future wise we can count on to take the what's the word for it? The baton. Take the baton from Don Chaney and Knighton and just keep it moving, keep it rolling. We might end up having a running back stable at Miami, man. We might end up having a stable.
And if they don't get a guy in the class of 22, they have to find another Knighton. They have to find that guy's going to be, he's already done a year. He's going to get 2 more years. You got to find another Knighton, hopefully in the class of 22, no later than class of 23, Lord. But you got to find another Knighton because Cody and Franklin are not Knighting, right? They don't have they're kind of very, very similar. It's thunder and thunder, not thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
And so we got to find another guy that comes in that's dynamic like that. But like I said, they can go maybe this year without a guy, but they got to start looking real hard for the 22-23 season in the recruiting.
Yeah, man. I like that thunder and lightning. That makes perfect sense. they the perfect storm together. When one comes, the other one always follow. That's right. I like that. But man, that safety position, man. That safety position. It's going to be interesting to see who come out on top because I got a feeling that Bubba Bolden is going to be one of the starters, but that's just a feeling right now. But who's going to be beside him? We got a lot of depth, like you said, man. Not to mention James Williams has not stepped on campus yet.
Yeah, and here's my deal, right? Because I saw somebody put in the chat about James. And I'm going to talk about this tonight. And I heard you say 8 o'clock, but we're actually going at 7:30 tonight. And matter of fact, Brad Tejada going to be on with me tonight. And we're going to chop it up, man, a little bit. We're going to talk about the Ja'Curry Brown commitment. We're going to talk about recruiting class of 22, rather, a little bit. And then we can talk some scrimmage. But, I mean, like I said, it's all speculation. But, yeah, we're going to jump on. But also, because I'm getting ready, I got to film it right now. I'm doing the Ja'Curry Brown WRE, so I'm going to premiere that right before I go live. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. I'm gonna break him down, right? I'm not gonna just go through it like I'm gonna give him this one. I'm gonna see what he all about.
I like the way you do those, man. I like the way you do those. Yeah. Go straight in. You do it more in depth too. Where I tried doing some of those, but normally I just watch it and let it flow and pick out a couple things here and there, highlight some stuff. But you go in depth. You do it. Trust me, when I watch yours, I'll be like, man, this man just went deep. I don't learn some things that I didn't even pick up on some of these things that you picked up on. So y'all make sure I'm telling you, make sure y'all check it out. Anybody that's not subscribed to Coach Hayes right now, go subscribe. Telling you.
And the people think I don't watch, I put the tape on. And the only thing I record maybe in a couple times, I might jack up the people's names in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I may say, Jacoby Brown. I'll be like, oh, damn, I messed up. I go back. But when I get to the video piece and to the end, it's just one shot Tony. That's it, man. Because what I do want to is my goal for that is to try and give the fans the same kind of reaction college coaches would get when they look at it when they're trying to recruit these guys. I don't want to look at it 2, 3, 4 times and be like, and pick out. I try to find the things that pop off the screen at me because that's the same thing that pops off the screen at the recruiters, And then if it pops off the screen, then they'll go back and look at it again to find some things maybe they didn't see. And that's really my philosophy behind doing those, man.
Yeah, and I was watching one of your shows and you were saying, when it comes to creating these films, your advice to, any of the kids, put out a highlight, show the coaches what they need to see. Because within the first 30 seconds, y'all can tell whether or not y'all want to keep watching.
Bro, I tell people anybody's like that. And you got to remember, I was on, I think we were talking on Caneville with Street and I actually had a chance to go check it out. I did a show down there with him. I was in Miami, but
I watched that.
what happened was I tell God there's two highlights, right? There's a family reunion highlight, the one you make for your mom and the family that everybody send out and watch because they just watch them play. But then there's a recruiting highlight. And if you're not a big profile kid, they're not going to spend their time on it, right? And that's how a lot of guys get pushed through the crack because they don't have their highlight is not set up correctly. You know, what we deem as a fan a highlight is not a fan to a recruiting coach, right? And I always say this, if you're a DB, especially on defense, and a dude runs 90, say they on their goal line, he take it and you catch him on the 1 yard line, he running 99 yards. That should be your very first clip. Now, it doesn't seem like a highlight to the fans, but trust me, that's what they want to see. They want to see dudes that can run. You know what I mean? They want to see those type of things. Yeah, interceptions are great. Nobody wants to see a tip interception. Not within them first 30 seconds. Them first 30 seconds got to be you breaking on the ball, you doing things that can't be coached in essence. That's what they want to see. And that's what I try to get these players to understand when they creating their highlight tape is that they have to intrigue a coach to want to watch more. Just like I always tell about the trailer of the movie. If I'm going to watch a horror film, and the trailer starts off and it's showing them beloved scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like imagine the movie Fast and Furious and they ain't have no car chasing scenes in the trailer.
You come out, see a couple Priuses.
Yeah, you wouldn't go watch it. You know what I mean? So you gotta intrigue these guys. You gotta get them going, man. But listen, I'm gonna run because I gotta get ready for it. I gotta actually break his tape down right now, get it all edited, set up, and get ready for this thing. Try and grab something to eat. And I'm gonna jump on, man. But y'all subscribe, hit the man button, hit the like button, the subscribe button. The man out here giving y'all game for free. He giving y'all FCS games. Y'all all type of stuff, man. Y'all go ahead and do it, man. You keep working, keep pounding it out, TY, because you always hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Good,
man. Appreciate it, boss.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
I'll be tuned in tonight, man. 7:30, guys, not 8 o'clock. 7:30.
Actually, about 7:20. I'm gonna drop his tape right before it. So y'all hit that subscribe button, man. I'll check y'all out.
All right, boss. Appreciate you coming through, man.
All good. Anytime, man.
All right, there you guys have it, man. Coach Hayes, he gave his thoughts and opinions on, the spring and a couple of the guys and everything. I'm going to put the link back in the chat for any of you guys that wants to come in, give your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what y'all thinking, man. Yeah, as you can see, my daughter wants to interrupt my live. So how y'all feeling about the team going forward, though? I know, like I said, this is just some information Manning throwing at us. We haven't seen anything really to make our own evaluations. But how y'all feeling? The link's in the chat. Tyler Van Dyke versus Jake Garcia. It's a battle for quarterback number 2 at the moment. Possibly number 1 going into Alabama if King's not ready. So like I said, the link is in the chat. Click the link. Come on in and give me your thoughts and opinions. Maiden date, I saw you was in the back earlier. Before I could click on you, you was already gone. So I don't know if you had some signal issues or something, but the link's in the chat. CJ, I know you was in. I know you got a birthday party going on. You tuning in. But you got some live music or whatever. So if anybody wants to come in, give their thoughts and opinions, the floor is open. What are y'all expectations coming out of spring? Let me say Garcia might get that. How y'all feeling? Let me know. Somebody come on in. Like I said, I'm not going to do this show too long today. I just wanted to get y'all thoughts and opinions on this scrimmage. Or put the information out from those scrimmages if anybody that joined did not see them already or did not hear about it. Yeah, and my apologies for not getting to the chat as much because trying to listen and soak in what Coach Hayes had to say. Said Bubba Bolden, Amari Carter striker will be Avante. You'll be a rotation. Okay. All right. Maiden Day. What's going on with you, boss?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
All right. So, what's your take on, information given out about, the scrimmage?
I mean, with so far the information has been limited, but I mean, we heard some promising things, obviously. I mean, one of the biggest things that I'm impressed with, I mean, we didn't get enough information on defensive line, but the fact that the defensive line was able to only allow one big run, and it pretty much sounded like they was able to contain for the rest of the scrimmage. I think that's a good sign. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see how they're giving us information. It's very, very, very limited, but we got to kind of, like Coach Hayes was saying, we got to kind of dissect, what they're saying and what they're not saying. You know what I mean?
All right. So, keep talking to them. I'm gonna pull up the little clip that they gave. I'm gonna pull up the little clip. So, for anybody that didn't see the clip, I'm gonna put it up. If Kane's All Access decide that they want to flag it, I'll just take it down. But nonetheless, I'm gonna pull it up so everybody can
Yeah.
see the little. It's not much, but you know how it be.
Yeah. And I think, again, like Coach Hayes was saying, is what they're not saying, right? So we ain't really hear nothing about the cornerbacks, right? We ain't hear nothing about Ivy or Tyreek, or you know what I'm saying, or anybody out there, like if they had a standout or anything. And I'm not saying that's a cause for concern, but I definitely want to hear hear them boys. Somebody's out there making plays, standing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looks like they haven't put it out on here yet. Let me see if look like they haven't put it out on YouTube yet. So let me see if I can pull it up on Twitter. Okay, so they got it on Twitter, but it's not on YouTube yet. So might not get flagged for it, but
Nah, probably not from Twitter.
let me share that.
I just
Actually,
hate
let
they
me.
giving. I hate they giving us videos like this. Like, I mean, they should at least 7-8 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Man, like I said earlier on, a couple lives ago, I feel jealous, man. The way the Gators put out their videos, they put it out like 18-minute episodes.
I know. I watched one of them. I felt the same way.
All right, let me get the comment off. All right, so this guys is the basically clip that they put out. It's not gonna be lengthy. It's only a minute and 6 seconds. So this is what I'll be saying. This is what we get.
Not even 5 minutes.
There are so many guys, older guys, back we've seen the games, they're all getting better, but you have an idea of what they can do. But really, the guys I'm excited to watch are some of the younger guys, not just the midgets, but you've heard me mention before the class that's finishing their second year on campus that missed out on the spring, missed out on the summer, and just let those guys get out there and play.
Keyshawn. See? I guess I was that one break right there.
All right, so I'm gonna kill the audio on it because they will flag it for the audio because they playing the music. That music is composed by somebody, so they'll flag it for that. But I'll play the video without the sound.
All right.
So let me kill that audio. All right. I'm gonna run it back too since I paused it in an awkward way. All right, so here we go.
You saw Matoka throwing a pass right there, but let's see if it was caught or not.
So we do know that one of those Restrespo, one of those receptions out of the 9 was a screen pass.
Screen pass. He took like 15 yards, maybe.
Okay, see, we got a little run right there from Rooster. Now we got a big break by Cheney. And there you go, Mark. And there go the Mark Harley.
Damn, Pope. I ain't much realize Pope dropped that.
Okay, so Charleston Rambo, he did have a catch right there, number 11, running back a little bit. Did I go back?
Redley put it out. That Rooster fumbled on that run.
It was okay. It was a catch before, right after this catch. You'll see that Charleston Rambo made a catch right there, right across the middle, and then it we didn't see the rest of it. So some of them guys are out there making plays, but we didn't get that information. Manny just basically summed it up a little bit. There you go. Pope made a catch.
No, that looked like that was Pope on a punt return, bro. That last clip of Pope looked like that was a return. Like he was returning. Punt return.
Hold on, go back.
You go back. Yeah, that looked like a punt return.
All right, so as you know, that's Borregales' little brother kicking the ball. Wait, what happened to the Pope? I didn't see it. Did I miss it? Am I missing something?
That's it right there. You just
and that's what I'm saying with these clips, man. You can't tell what's really going on. I seen Pope for like 3, maybe not even 2 seconds just then. I can't really tell you what he did.
So Pope got a punt return. So obviously they still test him out there. And then that other play with Pope was he came across the middle and Amari Carter gave him that hit stick and he gave up the ball.
Now I did see on Mike Harley's goals for this season, he did have the return a punt or a kickoff. So I'm kind of wondering, are they going to put him back there, maybe on kickoffs or punt return sometimes too? Because he does have a goal that he has. If you looked at the video where they did in the life of Mike Harley, on the mirror, if you stop the video or pause it or whatever, you could read some of the stuff that he has as goals. 70 receptions. I think he wants 10 plus touchdowns this season and some other things on there. On the Facebook page, the official Facebook page, if you go on there and you go to Cole Perry, he did put basically he put a list of all the things that Mike Harley had written down there. So you guys can go see that too. Or what I'll do sometime later, I'll take a screenshot of it and I'll put it in my community for those of you that want to see what Mike Harley goal for this year is.
Okay.
But like I said, these are the clips that we get. This is what we see from practice. So when guys come out and say Tyler Van Dyke looking good, he could be the guy to go, he could be the next guy up, I'm like, how? They come out and say Jake Garcia is the best quarterback we got right now. When I look at the film that they give us, it's a 2-second clip, and I'm like, how did you make that evaluation? Based on just 2 seconds or 2 passes. How?
Bro, this is the same fan base that what's his name, man? What's the kid that ended up going to UNLV now? Tate Martell. Remember they took Tate Martell's 5-second film, and they said he was the greatest quarterback ever to be on Green Tree. We can't be surprised, bro. They did the same thing with Tate Martell. Still not looking back for the ball. You know what I wanted to see with that Chaney breakout? I wish they would have showed how that whole play developed. But we just see him pretty much, he already got past the linebackers and he's going down the field. Why you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute the whole time. So what I was saying was the hit that Coach Hayes was talking about earlier was from Amari Carter. That hit was on Mark Pope.
Yeah, and he gave it up too. He ain't much bring it in.
Yeah, not only that, it cost a fumble. So my thing is, I'm trying to play it slower so we can get like a better look, but it moving so fast, man. I wish it was on YouTube. I wish they would have uploaded it on YouTube already, because then I could have slowed it down, make the film like twice as slow, so you could actually get a good glimpse at it. But I just got to keep pausing right now to when they get around to it. And see, this dude want to put his big head in the way of the camera. All right, so here we go. The catch by Mark Pope, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the hit by now he looked like he's already fumbling the ball. So
it looked like he didn't even have control of it.
Yeah, so this might not even been considered a catch.
Oh,
Laid him.
Solid tackle.
Nice.
Solid tackle by Carter though.
Nice hit.
Nice hit, bro. He got low and went right in
There's
the chest.
There would not be a targeting call on this one. There would not be no flags thrown for this hit. He just laid him out. But from what I'm seeing, it was not a catch. But nonetheless, Carter laid him out to make sure that, all that fumbling the ball around, you ain't gonna get a hold of it, basically. And then you got the short clip, Charleston Rambo, the guy that, just transferred in out of Oklahoma, number 11 right there. You can see he had a catch. So we don't know exactly how many yards he got. He's coming across the middle here. As a matter of fact, who threw that ball to him?
Somebody to put Herbert on his behind.
So Garcia. Jay Garcia was the one that delivered that pass to Rambo. But like I said, man, this is all we're getting, this little clip.
It's terrible.
So to sit here and try to figure out what happened during that scrimmage based on this 1 minute thing, trust me, you're not getting nowhere.
That's the only clear play today is boy the guy that's kicking the ball. That's the only clear thing you got.
And that wide open touchdown catch right there, you can tell. So there you guys have it, man. The 1 minute clip we get. See, Matoka's out there. Matoka is out there.
Yeah, he hit Mike Harley on that pass. That's why I'm surprised they didn't put his numbers out there.
Okay, so I got a question here. Yo, Tito Wild, would you think about a possible touchdown chain? Touchdown chain? Nah. Keep doing it with the rings for the touchdown. The turnover chain is a defense. To me, we've been doing it for the past 4 seasons. It's a defensive thing, and they started up the rings for the touchdown. So I think keep the touchdowns, keep the rings for the touchdowns, and keep the chain exclusively to the defense.
They need to make a glove chain so when these guys catch the ball, they can be rewarded for it.
I know a couple players that wouldn't have worn it last year. Oh man! But that's what we get from the scrimmage. Now, spring game, that'll be on the ACC network. That one, I'm telling you, wherever I watch it, I will be recording it. Because I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch over again, and I'm going to look at, key points in it. If I watch it on my phone, I'm going to have the screen record just playing the whole time. I'm going to put my phone on no disturb so nobody can't call me, nobody can't text me, no notification will pop up or anything. So that way I could go back and watch it, because if you watch it on the ACC network, after you watch it at one time, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Millie said they need a drop jersey for those who can't hold on the ball. What you mean, bro? That's their game jersey. They're already wearing it.
Their last name already on the back of it.
They're wearing that jersey already. It's the game day jersey.
I mean, hey, drop the ball. All they got to do is look on the back of your shirt or look at the number in the front of it. They already know who dropped it.
Hey, Chris, no news on Jeremiah Payne yet, bro. They haven't leaked any kind of information about what's going on with him, what's he doing, how's he doing in spring, and anything. I haven't heard nothing on Jeremiah Payne.
Oh, man. Kane's there in the building. He say, happy Sunday, y'all boys. Happy Sunday to you too, sir. Yeah, man. Scrimmage breakdown of the 1 minute and 6. That should be the name of the live. Scrimmage breakdown of the 106.
OGB said, I tell you, winning by a touchdown or less for us has been just as bad as a loss. We win, we drop in rank. We need to win and win big. Never going to make the playoffs winning by 2 or 5. Yeah, hey, listen, I agree 125%, bro, with what you're saying. But at the same time, we need to learn how to win, period. Even if it's by a field goal of 4 points. I mean, I know we want to go out there and win and be dominant, but we need to go out there and win, have a complete game, 4 quarters, where, you know what I'm saying, where we're able to, I'm not going to say fully dominate, but at least close the game out. Especially against teams that we need to beat. You know what I'm saying?
So you got to still frame that for Pope and Wiggins, man. Ball is in there.
You're still framing Pope getting whacked. And not even that. You can show Pope not even having. Bro, this is my thing. How do you even have possession of the ball yet? You already got the ball in your hands and you still fumbling it, and then you over here and get hit. Like, you still not able to catch, put in your chest and run?
See, I'm trying to, when I rewind it, I'm trying to see if I can get a look at the O-line just a little bit.
I saw one play Herbert was on his behind. I don't know who put him on his ass, but somebody put Herbert on his ass. I don't know who it was, though. He was on the ground because somebody was picking him up.
See, Van Dyke don't get that ball out. When he did, you're about to get towed up.
Yeah.
But number 33 about to light him up.
Yep.
I mean, this is what we're down to doing right now. Okay, so we see Fearson.
Yeah.
But then that's pretty much it. We don't see him go after the ball, see him go after a ball carrier or nothing. I hate these people to do these highlights, man. I hate it. I hate it so bad. All right. Let me see if anything else I can slow down. Try to slow it down a little bit. Like I said, this is on Twitter, so I can't even slow it down. Just let it play off of YouTube. All right, so we got Rooster here. He's switching the ball to the other side.
He should have kept the ball in his left hand. I don't know why he put it in his right hand.
That's what I was thinking too. Defenders are coming from this side. You know, you don't want that shoulder pad or that helmet to poke the ball out. So you would rather have it on the other hand. So if you do fall in the ground, cause a fumble, then you know that don't really matter.
I know. Rev Lee said that he fumbled the ball. I wonder if this is this is it. I think this is it. Did he fumble here? Hold up.
Nah, don't look like it. And if he did, they ended it too fast to tell. But he looked like he was down.
He should have kept it in his left hand anyways. I don't know what the hell he was thinking, keeping it in his right arm. But that's little mental mistakes.
Yeah. And there you have your boy Garcia. I guess it's a handoff to Knighton right up the middle.
Right.
So who met him? Who did hit? Who made that hit? See, I can't even see the jersey number. Can't even tell who hit him.
Good tackle though. They double team him.
No, number 25. All right, so number 25 hit him. Looked like that was a fumble because he came up with the ball. Number 25 came up with the ball.
Oh, run that back.
See? You see the ball? The ball's out.
That's Keyshawn Washington.
Yeah, the ball, as you can see, the ball's out, right?
That's the fumble that Ridley said that Chaney fumbled on.
Okay, so there it is. So the ball is out. Chaney's still in the air, everything. Ball's out.
Ball on the ground.
That's a turnover chain, boy.
Hey man, that's some good hitting though, bro. That Amari Carter hit, that Keyshawn Washington hit, that was some solid hits.
And then you got Chaney with the touchdown run.
Bro.
All right, so you got Clark.
Boy, that was a nice hit, bro. 2 solid hits cost 2 fumbles. Amari Carter hit, Pope.
Okay, so the touchdown pass. The touchdown was this. Did this go for a touchdown? Can't tell if it went for a touchdown, but that was a pass by Matoka.
Yeah, that was Matoka to Harley.
So that's what I'm saying. Matoka did play. He did get some passes in, but we don't know his stats. We just got the stats from Garcia and
He might have had the turnovers. That's probably why they put it. Maybe he's the one that had the turnovers.
Yeah, I'm starting to think so too. All right, so we got a fake handoff.
You got a play action.
And this the one where Pope get laid out.
Yeah. But look, Pope didn't even catch the ball right. Look at that, bro. He didn't even bring it in.
That boy gonna need an ice bath after that hit. So we got Garcia with the pass. Rambo with the catch across the middle. And then you got who threw this pass?
TVD. To Restrepo.
Yeah, okay, so we got Van Dyke with the pass to number 7 Restrepo. And that was it looked like he probably fell in the end zone. Or could be short of the end zone.
That was a Amari Carter out there too. That's safety.
All right, so this is another Tyler Van Dyke pass. Mike Marley. It looked like he scored? And then you got what's the name right behind him now? Redden. Man, really look right now.
Man, these highlights is piss poor, bro. They should give us more film than this, bro.
They did say that now the kicker to give him his shine. They did say he hit a 42-yarder.
Hey Zay, Rooster got to hold on to that ball, but man, that was a hell of a hit, bro. That hit and the Amari Carter hit, them two were like the same exact hits. They got down, they got low, and they went right in the ball, right in their chest.
Yeah, that Mark Pope looked like it was a punt.
A punt return, right? Yeah, it looked like it.
All right, so that's the last pass. That's the last pass that came into Restrepo. He caught it for the touchdown in the end zone. Look like that's Avante Williams. That's with him. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Mr. Showboy said the same thing. Coach Diaz signs off on the highlights. He's not going to give us much like we want. Manny signed off on these highlights with fumbles and drop balls. That's for Bama. Capping on them. Yeah, but I hate the way we give this information out. If y'all go ahead and look up UF, bro, it's like they give you all the footage, all the film you could expect and want.
They going behind the scenes. They talking to players. They showing drills and everything, man. It's crazy. And they got some great production behind it too.
Solid.
I mean, there you have it, man. That's what we get. That's on Twitter. All right. What y'all take, man? I wanted to see some Keyshawn Smith. I wish they would have thrown some more. They could have made the clip a little bit longer because I've seen them make 2, 3. I mean, at this moment, I'll take a 2-minute clip over this one in 6 seconds.
Even a 5-minute clip, bro. Come on.
Give us something. This is a full game we're talking about here. This is a full scrimmage. This is not just like one of them regular practice. And it's not like they're showing it from above so other teams could be watching and saying, hey, okay, this is the plays that they're running. Let's, be prepared when they set up in this formation, or when we see these certain guys on the field, this is what they might be running. Give us some more length to the videos. But hey, at the end of the day, man, I'm just glad to see something. I'm glad to see those guys out there in pads, everybody staying healthy. Not hearing anything about no injuries or anything like that.
Definitely.
But
I'm hoping they can do the whole screen.
I'm looking forward to seeing what this thing look like spring game.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
What y'all looking forward in the spring game? Who y'all looking to stand out? Who y'all looking to see was improved? What your cause a concern? Like what y'all boys thinking?
Now, spring game wise, me personally, the first thing I'm looking at is Manny Diaz defensive play call. Defensive play calling. Is he going to be blitz heavy? Is he playing man? Is he dropping? Is he dropping the corners back like they do, or are we bumping? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. I want to see cornerback play. I want to try to see who's going to stand out the most at safety because we're so deep. But that's what I'm looking forward to in the spring game. And the offensive line also, how good they block. I want to see some pressure get put on those quarterbacks and see what kind of decisions they make.
Yeah, because the gloves gonna be off, man. They're gonna be blitzing and they're gonna be fully schemed.
Yeah, man, but that's pretty much what we get. So, spring game stats. For anybody that didn't see or came in late, once again, I'm gonna put the stats on the screen so you guys could get like a little picture of what Manny told us. That's not the full stats for the whole game, but that's the stats that Manny put out. That's the only thing we got to go by. And that 1-minute clip. So for anybody that just joined and did not see that, this was the basically the summary from Manny Diaz. Tyler Van Dyke, 10 for 15, 114, and a touchdown. Jake Garcia, 15 for 19, 188, and a touchdown. 9 receptions by Restrepo, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. Don Chaney, 52-yard, 1 touchdown. I want to know how many times he carried the ball, but nonetheless, this is what we get. Harley, 2 receptions, 75-yard, 1 touchdown. And then after that, they basically pulled him. Um, Corey Flagg on defense, linebackers. He stood out. Avery Huff, linebacker, also stood out. Chase Smith, freshman, just came in with this class that just came in, got an interception. I would like to know, what position was he playing when he caught that? Did they have him playing safety? Did they have him playing in the striker position? Did they even try him out at corner? Because he's an athlete. Right. So at what part of the field did he catch that? Where did they have him lined up? And of course, Avante Williams also had an interception. So, like I said, anybody you want to come in and give your thoughts and opinion, I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time. If not, maybe in another 10 minutes or so, we'll wrap the show up. And for those of you that probably came in a little bit late, Coach Hayes from Coach Hayes Football, he was on a little bit earlier with us. So he has a show that's coming on tonight at 7:30. And you also have a breakdown footage of Ja'Cory Brown that's coming on maybe 10 minutes before the show. So make sure you guys go check out Coach Hayes Football. Make sure you subscribe and, check out the highlights and then tune in for the conversation tonight. Where was Cam? David, that was a good question. They didn't put Cam in the vid. They didn't tell us if Cam played at all. We only seen the two. We only seen Rooster and Don Chaney. So right now we don't even have the information as if Cam was there or not.
Nope.
We don't have none of that. Now, maybe sometimes when they make these footages, maybe they have some footage of Cam. Maybe he'll put it out on his Instagram or something like that. So. If you follow some of these guys on social media, whatever don't make it onto these highlight reels and stuff like that, if they have those footage for themselves, most of the time, sometimes they'll put certain things on Instagram and Twitter. But we didn't see nothing from Cam, sir. We don't even know if he was there. Right now we're so limited to the amount of information that's given out. It's like as a fan, we really just got to sit back and wait. Nowadays, COVID-19 has gone crazy. The spring game will be at Hard Rock, April 17th. No fans in the stands.
At 11 o'clock in the morning, I think.
At 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so tune in on ACC Network if you have it. Now, I'm not sure if Coach Coop is going to go live for the spring because normally Coach Cooper have links. He'll have some kind of links for you to watch the game. If you don't have ACC Network, you can, click on one of his links and you can watch his watch party live and watch the link. So that I don't know if he's going to do this season. I know he's been pretty sick and everything like that. So that's what we got, man. Anything else later on during the month, next month and so, when these recruits start, making their commitments, then we'll I'll update you guys with whatever I see. Maybe some of the information I give you, you already see it, but nonetheless, I put it out. So if anybody didn't see it and they come on the channel, they might say, "Hey, I didn't know that." But OG Kane said top secret, confidential.
I got a question, right? We obviously got a quarterback battle, right? Obviously, Derek King is going to be the starting quarterback. He's quarterback number one, right? Regardless, unless he can't perform. But my question is, if we come out of spring and Garcia is number 2, what happens with TVD and Matoka?
Now, TVD, pro style quarterback.
Mind you, got Ja'Cory Brown coming in next year.
Yeah, so we got So in your scenario, Garcia is behind. Garcia would be behind, King. Matoka, hmm, it's tough to call. It's tough to call because I don't know what's going on in these guys' head. Will one of those guys maybe want to take a red shirt? That's an option. But then again, if Garcia's a freshman, so if he's the next guy up, a guy like Matoka, unless Garcia like literally slip up, oh man, it might be some transfer deals that probably gonna happen. Because I mean,
Rich Cardi said Garcia will be.
because if you think about it, Garcia come in starting as a true freshman. Unless he slips up and lose the job, then he'll probably be the guy for the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
When you got a
if
guy
Garcia's
like
the number 3 quarterback, if Garcia's the number 3, I'm sorry, I was gonna say if Garcia's the number 3 quarterback, right? Let's say TBD beats him out, right, in the spring or whatever, and he sits behind Derrick King and TBD's number 2. Obviously, probably Jake will end up possibly getting a red shirt, right? Because he's a third string quarterback, or whatever, right? But if Jake Garcia is the number 2 quarterback, that means he ain't catching no red shirt.
Right. So yeah, if that's the case, then Garcia will be right there behind King, ready to go at any given moment. Now, if Van Dyke is the next guy behind, then I think Jake Garcia probably would take a red shirt.
Right.
And then we got to see if Ja'Cory Brown do make it on campus. Right now he's committed. He's not signed. He's committed. These things could change.
Oh yeah.
This season coming up could determine that. If let's say King's not ready, Garcia coming out dominating that position, then Garcia might be the guy for the next 2-3 years. So a guy like Ja'Cory Brown would have to make his decision. Do I want to come in and start and start competing right away for that position with Garcia, or do I want to go somewhere else? Or if he does come to Miami and Garcia is that guy, take them red shirts the first couple of years and learn the offense and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Ja'Cory, honestly, bro, I think he wouldn't have a problem. Obviously, red shirt in his first year, developing and stuff like that, getting fine-tuned. And, I mean, because let's be honest, if Jake Garcia is a stud like everybody is feeling he's going to be, he obviously most likely won't be here for a senior season. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. He could bounce out as a junior, especially if he red shirt or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. So, I mean, but I think Ja'Cory, as long as we got Rhett Lashley, that's the question right there. If Rhett Lashley bounces on us, right, like some people are feeling he's going to do, then obviously that puts Ja'Cory commitment in question. You know what I'm saying?
Now, another thing, too, Ja'Cory Brown, let's just say pen goes to paper, he's coming in. The next season, let's just say Reed Lashley is still here, and he goes out and he grabs another highly ranked, dog when it comes to dual threat quarterbacks.
2023.
Oh,
for the following year?
Yeah,
man,
for the following
year.
Dude, we will have a quarterback room for the first time in a long time.
Hey, listen.
That's just like dogs behind dogs.
Listen, I know a lot of people feel Lashley's going to be gone. He's going to end up being a head coach at some big D1 program after this year. But if he's not, and he decides to stick it out here for at least another 2 more years, 3 with my fingers crossed, you talking that quarterback room will be solid, bro. Solid. So solid. Because you figure he landed Jake Garcia. Possibly Ja'Cory Brown's on the way. And you're talking about going into 2023, you can pull another 4-star quarterback? Another big-time quarterback? I can't tell you the last time we had a quarterback room like that, bro. in whatever decade and era, to be honest. And that's why I'm really hoping, that Lashley does stay, bro.
I'm gonna pull back up the prospects because I know we got our quarterbacks. We got our quarterback for 2022. I'm gonna pull back up the 2022 prospects and see some of the guys that I'm not gonna play no highlights or anything. We're just gonna look through some of the names of the guys that could possibly join him here in Miami. I played them.
Revley said, I think Matoka pulls a Kosi and stays, gets his degree, then enters the portal. That's definitely possible.
Yeah, but listening to half of those guys, I don't think they just come in here for a degree.
No. But I mean, if he does, you figure this: if he does graduate, gets his degree, he already got a year, like pretty much given to him for last year. And then now with the new ACC rule, he could transfer within the conference and be able to play day one as well.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I'm gonna take a look and see if any updates on the Kosi Perry on where he might be headed, because I don't know if anybody really care about it, but
they said he was at the FAU spring. He was at the FAU spring practice the other day. Andrew Ivins reported that Kosi was at the FAU spring. He was out there just, I guess, scouting, and Ivins also said that I believe Kansas is one of the other teams that are involved with him, and he said there's other teams that he's not listing that are also been in contact with him.
Yeah, he's got some what you call this? He got some potential buyers.
Oh yeah, he do. Somebody gonna give him a shot. Definitely. But yeah, they say he was at the FAU scrimmage. I'm not. I mean, I don't think none of us are surprised, bro. To be honest, I mean, and obviously Ivins ain't want to disclose some other teams as well. I don't know why. He just said there's other teams that's been in contact as well. So he pretty much named Kansas and FAU.
Yeah, it's only so much you could put out too.
Yeah. I'm surprised Ivins dropped that little bit of info. Everything's been hush-hush on the Kosi.
Yeah, I don't think Kosi's been giving them.
Hey, Rev Lee, I agree with you, bro. Rev Lee said that he believed Kosi and Willie Taggart, that might be a good match. I believe so too. Definitely.
Nah, they got top 20 top prospects for Miami, for this 2022 class. Now, I could tell you we could take Zach Rice off the list. We could take him off the list. But I mean, he dropped his top 5. Miami is not in it. I wouldn't necessarily say give up on him, but I wouldn't put too much time and effort into that one. So basically at that, offensive tackle, might want to focus more on other prospects. Put more time and effort into those other prospects. But him, I seen his he dropped the top 5. It's on Twitter. Miami's not in it. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can. I'll pull that up later. Kamari Wilson. That's another safety, 5-star guy. Miami has a great shot at getting them. OG Kane, what's going on with you, boss?
What's up, family? What's up, fellas? Hey, Dave, what's happening, everybody?
Yeah,
what's good, OG?
Man, nothing, man. Just got done doing some yard work.
How you feeling, though,
man.
boss?
You ain't in Florida.
Man. Nah. I ain't in Florida.
I'm about to say I'm out here in the backyard sweating my ass off.
OG, you was in Florida and you out here doing some yard work. I'll pull up in front of your house, get me a chair with an umbrella with some cold lemonade, and watch you work.
Man. Man, I had to throw you a shovel, man. I had to throw you a shovel.
I'll tell you like Day, like when Craig tried to give him that weed, not on duty.
So you just gonna sit in the chair and
We're gonna sit back and watch you with this Florida sun, man.
you gonna Proposition Joe on me, huh? You just gonna give me a proposition.
Hey, OG. He said he on the inside. He not an outside.
I'm a house.
I hear you, man. Yeah, I've been catching y'all shows here and there, man. I've been working a lot of hours and stuff. I stop in on everybody live and just show some love. But yeah, this week should be a little different. They should take a light on us this week, man. I ain't been able to be on a lot of shows lately, but you know, I always support everybody, man. You know, try to jump in.
Appreciate that too, boss.
So how you feel, OG? How you feel about so far with the spring and what we've been hearing and stuff like that? Like,
man, you know my take on it, man. I got to see it. You know, spring practice is spring practice. Right. You know, they show you clips. You know, basically they ain't nothing but highlight clips. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, I'm just happy to see some football, but you know, I ain't gonna get hype off that till I see it during the season. I ran into some Alabama fans at Lowe's today. Okay. And you know, they was talking about, you know, yeah, man, we're gonna try to take it easy on y'all. I was like, I heard that. I mean, you know, that's all I can say to them. All I can say to them is I heard that.
So they in low trying to take it low.
Yeah, man. They have been low, talking low. Had their Bama sweatshirt on, Bama hats on. They because I was up in there with my jersey and my Scully on. Wow. You know, and yeah, they were like, yeah, we're gonna try to take it easy on y'all. Like, I heard that.
I seen a meme. I seen a meme, OG, and I'm gonna put it on the screen. But that's the meme I seen. I had to grab it. It says, say I'm a Miami fan, but Bama will blow us out. I'm just keeping it real. One more time. Say it one more time. He got the gun cocked and everything.
Hey, y'all know me, man. I try to keep everything in perspective, man. You know, I'm a fan. I can get fanatic, but you know, if we talking realistic, you know, hey, we just came off of basically a 9-2 season, which was 8-3 to go to the COVID year. The year before that, we was what 6-7, 6-7, or 7-6, or something like that.
Yeah,
7-6. And then the year before that, 6-7.
Yeah, man, terrible.
You know what I'm saying? And now we going up against a team that won the Natty last year and has been in the playoffs, you know, consistently, you know, or close to it, won the SEC championship. I mean, hey, let's keep it in perspective, man.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, now Morris Jones says, Bama boy is scared. I don't see us losing to a bunch of freshmen.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, the fan base is divided when it comes to this Bama thing, man.
I just, you know, like I said, man, I can get fanatic. I can say, man, we're gonna blow Bama out. We want Bama, all that right there, but
nah, I ain't saying that.
That just ain't real with me. So I can't do that. You know, I just want us to be competitive.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If our offense was clicking on all cylinders last season, right? And yeah, Derrick King got hurt, but we know he's coming back. And we know our wide receivers are grabbing balls, they fighting for it, you know, they getting touchdowns, we striking fast. I think I'll be a little more confident, be more rah-rah, like, you know what? Yeah, we can score with them boys. But that's the biggest question. Can we score with them? Because we know the type of offense that they've been having the last couple of years, they get to the end zone fast. So are we going to be able to do the same? That's my concern. I don't know if we're going to be able to do
that. Yeah.
Can we go touchdown?
And I've been hearing talks about their quarterback being 5'11", and, you know, short guy and stuff like that. I'm like, man, if he's 5'11", I'm pretty sure Saban gonna still have him prepared. It don't matter how tall he is.
So you talking about Bryce Young?
Yeah.
Nah, Bryce.
I don't think Bryce Young ain't no 5'11". Bryce Young like 6 foot.
Yeah, bro. Bryce Young is tall.
Hold on, let me look him up because
now you not
somebody told me he was 5'11".
They were selling you gas, bro.
Right, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what quarterback you talking about, dog.
Nah, bro. Nah, Bryce Young is tall, bro.
See how tall this kid is.
I want to say he like 6'3", 6'4", or something like that.
Yeah, I would say the same.
He's 6 foot. Oh, so they weren't too far off. He's 6 foot.
Oh, I thought he was taller than that.
Yeah, I thought he was taller than 6 foot.
Yeah, he's 6 foot. They got him listed at 6 foot.
Okay.
Bryce Young listed at 6 foot. So 5'11" weren't too off.
Yeah,
I just thought. I don't know why I thought he was taller than that.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was at least 6'3".
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they got him listed 6 foot, 194 right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Liberty City Boy said Bama losing a ton of talent. Miami has the best quarterback. Miami will win, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's the best quarterback gonna play.
Yeah. And it's the best quarterback gonna be 100%.
Exactly.
That's the
you know what? We've been talking about Bama. Check the roster a little bit.
I mean, let's be honest. We don't know who the starting receiver core gonna be. We don't know who the starting linebacker core gonna be. You don't know who the starting DBs are gonna be. And we talking about. I mean, let's get ourselves together first before we start talking. You know, we gonna do this and do that. But hey, you know, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
The only. No, I agree with you, bro. The only position that we confident in is running back. That's it. Running back.
Exactly. Notice I didn't say nothing about running back. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing about running back.
said he 5'10". CJ said 5'10".
Waiting on the next live, CJ.
Oh man! All right, so for they DBs looking like a whole bunch of red. We even got red shirt seniors on here, but yeah, freshman, junior, red shirt senior, red shirt junior, red shirt sophomore. Got another junior in Jordan Battle.
Don't show Battle, man. I get me pissed off every time I see that right there, man. Just slide by his name, bro.
Yeah, man. You got another sophomore in Christian Story. OG, you want to say this name?
Well, I can't see. I'm looking at the. Hold on. Let me see if I can see it.
I think that's Malachi.
Okay, Malachi.
It's Malachi Moore, Brian Branch, Jacquez Robinson, Ronald Williams Jr., Clark Griffin, DJ Douglas, Jacoby McBride, Marcus Banks, Joshua Robinson.
That's what I'm talking about when it comes to depth in DBs, man. Look at the list goes on for them.
Julian Lowenstein,
Josh Jobe, another one that was supposed to come to Miami, but we shit the bag.
Man, it was what it was, man. We wasn't winning. You know, they come if you win.
I know.
All right, so they D-line, red shirt senior, junior, red shirt senior, sophomore.
Darian Mathis, Braylon Ingram.
Oh man, somebody say Bryce Young is 6 foot with shoes on. When he play against us, he gonna have some shoes on. So go ahead and count him in at 6 foot.
And see what's gonna help him. What's gonna help Bryce Young is they got a well-established offensive line. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know who their receivers are gonna be.
T2, go up one second. Go up. You see that boy Braylon Ingram? That boy nice, bro.
Oh yeah.
Out of St. Thomas, that boy nice, bro. He gonna get burned this year, boy. That boy nice.
And that's when you look at
another South
Florida guy.
South Florida kid.
Yes, they got a bunch of sophomore, freshmen, and juniors on their D line, and we got a senior here. Linebackers, red shirt senior, junior, freshman, sophomore, red shirt junior, junior, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, junior, freshman, sophomore, one senior in Jalen Moody.
Man, they got depth, bro. That's the problem about Alabama, bro. Look at all
that's
that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm still scrolling through linebackers. God dang.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot of depth.
We just
and that's another thing too.
Where we getting some depth. You know what I'm saying? We just now getting to the point where we get depth, and keep stuff in perspective, man. We got to get back to that point. A lot of people don't understand how them them Saints. I know they get tired of hearing it, but them Saints, that's hard to come back from, man, and to get back on top and stuff. If you go through the program, go down like that, it's hard to get back.
I just want to say that just because they say that man 5'11" don't mean he's 5'11", because everybody said King was 5'10" or 11. He really was 5'6" or 7 or something like that.
There you go. You had to bring the King in there. There you go.
That was Kevin. He was Kevin Hart on the field.
There you go. I knew there was gonna be a king sign. There's gonna be a sign of
I'm just saying, OG.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, OG.
It's King.
They exaggerate the height sometimes, guys. They exaggerate the height. That's all I gotta say.
Now you got the O-line, redshirt sophomore, redshirt junior, sophomore, freshman. They got a senior in Jackson Ruby. Let me see, freshman, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, junior.
I just think half of them seniors don't even play.
Dang, bro. They got depth on top of depth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, looking at Alabama roster, and you look at where we at, right? Think about one position on the field that we got depth at. It's only one, it's running back. That's it, bro. That's it.
Okay.
And look how long it took us to get that kind of depth.
Yep.
You got they quarterback.
That's what I'm talking about right there, Mayday. That's what I'm talking about.
Look how long it took to get depth at running back. Look how many years it's been. We finally got one position where we got depth.
They got I think they got like 6 quarterbacks on hand too. 6. Redshirt sophomore. They got 3 redshirt sophomore quarterbacks. A freshman, a regular sophomore, redshirt junior. They got these guys just sitting there waiting. We can't do that nowadays. We got 1 or 2 quarterbacks.
Like Billy said, a lot of them riders.
Yeah, a lot of these guys, it look like for Alabama, they just playing that they wait their turn.
Yeah.
Running back wise, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on hand.
I bet you a lot of their bench riders and backups could play with us and possibly start.
And look, they got big running backs,
especially the linebackers and old linemen.
Yeah,
they senior running back Brian Robinson, dude 6'1", 228. Then they got their junior Kylan Robinson. He's a junior. He's sitting at 5'9", 190. Redshirt sophomore. Trey Sanders, 6'2", 214. And the list goes on, man. Let me see. Any of these running backs out of Florida? Of course.
Hey, true. No, bad. Hey, true. We all deep at wide receiver. True.
But they're young.
But they're young. And we just got deep with Romello, Rashad, and Jacoby.
Speed.
We just got deep at wide receiver. Just right now. In 2021, with them 3 boys, we just got deep.
Like I said, we just now getting to that point.
I know Vikings is going after some boys, but for this next class of 2022, he got some big time wide receiver targets, and we should be hearing about one commit soon, another one for 2022.
Okay, so we got what? How many receivers we got online? What, 12? They got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They got 17 receivers on hand. 17.
And we bragging we got 12, huh?
We got 12, and we thinking about who might transfer leave.
But T2, you know what you're not saying? That they 3 freshmen are the number 1, 2, 3 national ranked wide receivers in the country. They got this year. And one, you're right. Look at him right now. It's Corey Brooks. He got a day.
I was just gonna say one of them is Brooks. Yeah.
And when you look at their receivers too, there's not one senior on hand except for redshirt senior Bent. One redshirt senior, not one regular senior. All these guys are juniors, and a redshirt junior there. So that's where a lot of people is getting the their offense might not look that great. Because they got a lot. They lack seniors.
I know OG gonna agree with me this, and I know some Canes fans is not gonna want to hear this. If we could get 2 more at least top 15 recruiting classes, then we're gonna be then we can go through our roster like we're going through Alabama.
Exactly.
We need two more top 15 classes, bro. If we could get 2 more top classes. Which means you got to keep the coaches on staff, right?
You got to keep it. I was just for it, boy. See,
we got to keep it together, right?
You know what it is, though, OG. One loss. Hey, fire him. Get him out of here, man.
Man, that's right.
Get him with We need somebody else in there to come do this, man. We lost. Okay.
Two more classes.
You know the fan base by now.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. You can't recruit like you want to if you're switching up coaches. Ain't no recruit gonna come to your college if they not sure the coach that's recruiting them gonna be there.
Yeah,
exactly.
You establish a relationship, and then they get there, and then they like, what the? I mean, look what happened to Tennessee. All them recruits jump ship.
As a matter, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna pull up Tennessee. I'm gonna show them what switching coaches really do to you.
Yeah, somebody show them. I know what it do.
And OG,
it's been going on here for about 10 years.
Hey, OG, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. And that boy Likens, the receivers he's targeting, boy, they some dogs, boy.
Yeah, but they got to give Likens time, man. I've been seeing a lot of talk in the shows I've been popping in and out, man. I've been seeing a lot of people trash Likens. I'm like, dude, he was only here for 1 year in the COVID year. What you want him to do?
Listen, for that 2022 class, that the kids he's targeting, listen, we running hot on a couple of them boys, and if he could pull 3 more, like he did his last class, and we could pull 3 more top receivers. Oh my God!
See, that one commit that Tennessee had was a 3-star defensive end. He already decommitted.
I'm telling you, man, that stuff hurts you.
They had that one guy that was committed. As soon as the coach is gone, he gone.
Yeah. Most players play for the coach, not the school.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the transfer portal.
That's true. And that's what I'm saying, bro. We still need classes, bro. We don't have quality depth at the positions that we should have in it, bro. We don't have quality depth at O-line. We don't have quality depth at D-line. Yeah, we just bringing in some safeties now, right? We got some boys coming in on the class and but we don't have that depth where you could be like next man up and he ready to go. And he no different than the starter. We don't got that. That's not here yet. We still 2 classes away, 2 top classes away. And I'm not even saying top 10. I'm going top 15.
Yeah.
At the least.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the problem, bro. These boys get tired. We go ahead and shuffle them out and bring somebody else in, and it's not the same level of talent. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That means we got these starters out there dying on their sword.
What you think, T2?
Hold on. I wasn't even focused, man. I was trying to find this Tennessee stuff, show them, the transfers. But as you see, this is a transfer portal for Tennessee right now. Losing all them coaches, replacing everybody. Look at the transfer portal. The list Look at the list. Look at the list.
Girl, Modell, Pop had a polar Timmy moment.
Look at it. The whole team, the whole entire team is in the portal.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Let me go into some position because we might actually reach into Tennessee on them linebackers. They got
What's
two.
little buddy name right there, T2I? What's his name? Henry what?
Tutu. You ain't gonna get me on that one. Now, if his name was Ugalega Lely or whatever that dude name from Clemson, you'd have got me.
Tutu going to Alabama?
It's saying 100 Bama, but it's not for certain.
God damn.
It's saying 100.
Rich get richer.
They crystal balling him. He got 2 crystal ball predictions to go to Alabama. So it's not 100%.
I'm not surprised. We're not proving that linebacker. We're not proving that linebacker. I'm not surprised. Not proving that. Not at all.
But if you look at the other inside linebacker, Pavoris, I think that's how you say it, OG.
Pavoris.
Bars.
Nah, I think he's from Florida also, which is crazy to me how they get these guys to go up there to Tennessee. Oh, no, he's from North Carolina. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong guy.
I think you're looking at the outside. Go to outside linebacker. I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're on the outside.
Yeah, go to outside because he's 6'2", 235.
Yeah, I think you think about outside.
My thing is, man, how do they guys get these guys to come out of Florida?
DeAndre Johnson, they got him go to you.
Now he's already here. That's our defensive end. He's already here.
Oh, this is immediate.
Yeah, he's already on campus right now. He doing everything. He good. Is it? I know one.
Look at now. Niles done went to Jackson State. I remember when he was just tall and slim, looked like a basketball player. You see him now when he recognized.
I hate every time I open it. I got to go back and do it all over again. Their website is trash.
Hey, Liberty City Boys said we was missing quality coaches who didn't develop.
Give me one second.
Now we getting some like T-Rob.
Yeah,
I feel that, bro. I feel that.
Yeah,
I mean, Banda, aka the bartender. We know he couldn't develop safeties for nothing. I mean, he could recruit. He got a good mouthpiece, but he couldn't develop at all. That definitely now having T-Rob and DVD. That's gonna be a nice little combo, at least in the secondary.
And see, this is my opinion, Maiden Day. To me, Blades and Ivy, to me, my opinion, they'll be better off at safety. But we got too many safeties, so you got to move players around. You know what I'm saying?
We moving safeties and striking now. We got so many safeties, we moving them down to strike.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, he built, Ivy built like a cornerback you would want.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but I just think look at Shea. Once he moved from cornerback to safety, he cut up.
That's who it is. It's Kevon Bennett. He's from Florida.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Kevon Bennett. St. Thomas.
Go.
Kevon Bennett.
What takes you all the way to Tennessee, man? Yo, what the heck? Man, they don't get out of here with that.
Hey, listen, what takes any South Florida kid out of South Florida?
Now, cornerbacks.
It's the bag that take them out, T2I. It's the money.
All right, so they ain't really got no cornerbacks in the portal to really want to look at. You know, this guy is already gone to LA Tech. But yeah, Tennessee's whole team is in the portal, man. This is crazy. That's what happened when you fire them coaches, man. I know. Like I said, a lot of the fan base ain't a big fan of Manny. He hasn't proven anything yet to him and everything like that. But right now,
This is third year, man.
You got to admit he's going up. He's not going down.
Yeah, it's his third year. I can understand if it was his third year and we were still going backwards. You know what I mean? But to go from 6-7 to 7-6 to 8-3, and you know, if you think you're gonna go 6-7 and the next year go 10-2, I mean,
72 new creation says he can't not recruit. Ed Reed was getting them kids to come.
Who you talking about? He's talking about Banda. Yeah, but bro, you gotta understand, Banda he's a player's coach, bro. Even if we want to say it was Ed Reed, bro, Banda is a player-friendly coach. When I say they love him like he's their dog, he's their friend, maybe not their coach, but their friend, he has good relationship with the recruits, bro. He always has. It's just he can't develop worth shit at all.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna look at him not like no hard-nosed coach. That's like me, you know what I'm saying, trying to be my kid's best friend instead of being their daddy. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, it's cool to be in. I mean, if you're a coach, it's cool to be a player's coach. But they gotta know, you know, when you mean business, you mean business. You just can't be rewind. Then, you know, you tell them to do something, they just keep messing up because they ain't gonna take you serious like that because they know you're gonna be okay with it.
Yeah.
You can't be that too friendly.
But you know
what, though? Old school or whatever, but I mean that's just what it is. Like I tell my kids, I ain't your friend. I'm your father.
Exactly. But hey, you know what, OG? You know where we starting to hear that from though? From Ishmael, from Aristide, the new coach. A lot of players are saying that from him. That he's like, yeah, he got a motor on him, but he demands perfection. Like he don't play.
Exactly.
Now y'all seen the mic'd up video with him?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. He's a player's coach, but at the same time, he's stern. He wants what he wants, and they know he wants what he wants. I heard the interview with Fraser. He said he was laughing because he was like, man, dude, you know, he gave that thought like, dude is crazy, but man, he a good coach and he got a lot of energy, but man, he don't be playing. That's what I got from him.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't be playing.
He's serious.
He's serious. And he young too, which was, to be honest with you, I was kind of taken back because, you know, he's so young. I'm like, man, I was kind of worried. Is he going to be able? Yeah, he's going to be able to relate to the kids. You know, I'm not worried about relating to the kids. Are you going to be able to develop these kids?
It's all about how you brought up. Look at his uncle and look at his father. He talked a lot about his uncle and his father in on the interview. I forgot what interview it was or what show it was on, but I listened to it while I was at work. And he just like his upbringing. You know what I'm saying? His upbringing is about hard work, and you know, you want what you want. I mean, his upbringing is why he's the way he is, man.
Yeah, they say he's right now in Texas right now. Well, he's been recruiting some boys in Texas. And that honestly, people that wasn't on our radar at all, and he's over here looking like he about to reel something in from Texas. Some strikers, outside linebackers already.
Right.
Now the truth says Tuscaloosa, Alabama is a small town where everything closed at 9 p.m. The recruits don't return after college.
But they winning championships.
I'll tell you one thing though, you can't say that about the city of Miami.
They going to the league.
You can't
return, but they going to the league.
Yeah. They sure did. They're going to the league.
Once they head out of Tuscaloosa, unless they coming back to give some kind of speech or something, they ain't coming back, man. Oh, no. We know why they going there right now. Well, some undisclosed stuff that ain't been proven also.
I can name 3 things. So I keep that to myself. Those are my opinions on the street things.
Yeah. And you know what the problem is? We can't compete on one of them forms you talk about. Not no more. We can't get our hand in that cookie jar, because if we do,
not what I love.
You already know they gonna
They gonna
it won't
clamp
be
down
no
on us.
compensation for no death penalty. It'll be over for this program.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying earlier, what makes a South Florida kid leave Florida? What makes them leave the whole state?
I got 3 answers.
Go ahead.
And one of them is obvious.
Okay. And that has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you talking about a lot.
The second answer, it's important too, but it's not as more important as that first one though.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? One of them make you smile, and the second one is, hey, they win it.
Exactly.
They want to play for a winning team. But that first one sure make you smile though, make you blush and everything.
Man. Exactly. I know it do. Listen, you got Alabama coming down here to South Florida, pulling up to these kids from Kansas City, Liberty City, Opelika, Overtown, pulling these places. These kids don't got 2 nickels to make change. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then they being covered in. They say, hey, look, come to Bama, we're gonna get you to the league. But not just that, we're gonna change your life.
Exactly.
Come on, man. And I'm saying, you gotta understand something. South Florida kids, the first thing that's on their mind, well, let me say this, because they both number one, is what's between them females' legs and what goes in their pocket. And then third is football. That comes third.
Yeah. Mine's similar. I got 2 of them. 2 of them. Well, the 3 you just said, mine's 2 of them.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. Everybody blows this out of proportion sometimes. We gotta lock down South Florida. Yeah, we could try to lock down as much as possible, but there's gonna still be guys that's gonna leave here because they broke, and they go from being broke to a program now where they got money in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That changes.
Keep in mind, when you go to a college, ain't no guarantee you going to the next level. So if you're a kid that took some bags, you got something out of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
How many 5-stars, 4-star guys you see go into college and they don't make nothing from it? That's as far as
how many 4 or 5 stars do you see, out of high school and go to a college and they cut up?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's my point. That's my reason of not getting hype off, when we get recruits, because there's no guarantee that those 4 and 5-star recruits are going to cut up when they get to college.
Right.
Everybody on our team at one point in high school was the man. When you get to college, it's just a different beast. It's a different animal. Everybody is up to your caliber. So you gotta keep that in perspective too. It's just like what you said, why everybody goes to college ain't gonna go to the pros. Well, guess what? Everybody goes to high school ain't gonna go to no college to play ball neither.
Exactly.
Especially if you're not developing them too. If you're not taking these high school stars that were 4 stars and 5 stars, and we can bring them up. Let's talk about them. Tracy Howard, number one cornerback in the country, coming out of Miramar. He came over here, and we did a disservice to him. We couldn't even develop him.
Yeah.
Number 1 cornerback in the country.
Yeah.
But we had the right people to develop him. What happened? Where's he at now? Where did he go after UM? You get what I'm saying? So that's nothing too. If you can't develop him, that 4-star, 5-star means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it go.
I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why we gotta we got to work twice as hard as these teams in the SEC, bro, or these teams that's able to, go make deals behind the scene. We got to work twice as hard.
Nah, I'm gonna bring up something. I'm gonna bring up something a little off subject, but I seen ESPN had posted it, so I want to get y'all take and thoughts on this. Oh, by the way, Florida State losing by 10 points right now in the second half to Michigan. Scored 30-40. Go Wolverines.
But go ahead.
When they put a boy blood raw.
No blood raw.
Man. Trying to tell you.
Here we go.
All right, what they got?
So they were talking about a 64-team playoff.
Hell no.
We know it ain't gonna happen, but we just gonna entertain it for what it is. So what they was doing, they were talking about setting it up like regions, the South region, the East region, Midwest, and then the West. So they were basically talking about putting it by seeds, right? This is how the bracket would go. If they had to do it right now, at this moment, Alabama would be a first seed, Clemson would be a first seed, Oklahoma State and Ohio State and Oklahoma. So number 2 seed, Georgia, Iowa State, Miami, Oregon. So I'm like, okay, off rip, they putting some kind of respect on our name. Then 3rd seed, they got Florida, Wisconsin, Washington, Texas A&M. 4th seed, North Carolina, Cincinnati, Penn State, Iowa, and the list goes on down to the 16 seeds, just like the regular bracket for the NCAA.
Damn, is that Florida State in the 16 seed?
16 seed, Florida State. And the 4 teams, they always have them 4 teams that could have possibly got in. They got the Wake Forest, Cal, Boston College, Stanford. So this is how they setting it up.
Is this for this past year or last year? What is that for?
This would be for this upcoming season if they had a 64 team bracket for college football.
Right. Well, I'm surprised they even put us up there, because my question is what have we done to even earn that type of respect in the last 10 years? What have we done to be, I mean,
that second seed.
I'm just keeping it 100, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they break it down, and it came down to basically from their standpoint, it would have came down to Alabama and I think Clemson.
Bro, 64 seed is way too much, bro.
I don't even know how they would do it like that.
Teams.
Let me see.
Listen, if they could just get it to 8 teams, man, I'll be happy, bro. Just do 8 teams, man.
Yeah.
They had us going how they do the final. They had us going almost all the way until they had us lose by 7 to Texas.
Texas?
Yeah, they had Clemson move on, Texas move on, and Clemson versus Texas.
And they had Utah put 17 points on Clemson. Get out there.
Yeah, then they basically picked Clemson. So it would have been Clemson. Hold on, let me start at the top. Clemson, Alabama.
For money. If they was to do something like this, it's all bull BS, and it's just about money. We all know they all about money anyways, but
yeah, so it would have been Clemson, Alabama, Iowa State, and Georgia. That's what would be in the Final Four. They said Clemson would beat Georgia in the Final Four. Alabama would beat Iowa State, and Alabama would beat Clemson by 6. So if that's their prediction on if they had a 64 team bracket for college football this upcoming season. Which, you know, they putting us in as a number 2 seed was kind of surprising to me because I ain't never seen ESPN put no respect on our names unless it was a 30 for 30.
Yeah, well, that's my point, though. I mean, I get what you're saying about putting some respect on our names, but
you got to earn it.
We got to earn that respect. I mean, we ain't done nothing to be respected like that.
Hell no. We ain't done nothing in a long time, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know,
I tell you one, I'm gonna take that little idea they got. Cause when that NCAA 2022 come out, I'm gonna run a bracket just like that. I'll tell you one thing though, that gonna be one biased bracket. Cause if I'm playing the game and we losing and it's close that far, I'm restarting the game.
We start beating top 10 teams on a consistent basis when we do play them, then I'd be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I can pop some pop with that. But, you know, when we do play top 10 teams, it's not even competitive.
Hey, OG, let me ask you a question. You and T2I, let me ask both of y'all a question. All right. Say we don't have the stellar season this year, right? But we do
like
enough
what?
to
give me a number. Like what?
Hold on. Check me out. Enough to win the Coastal.
How you doing, boss?
Enough to win the Coastal, right?
Mm-hmm.
To go to the ACC championship game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we not good enough to basically be in, you know, all this playoff talks or whatever, right? You know, we lost some games, whatever. But we did enough to get to the ACC championship game. We go to Charlotte, we play Clemson, and we beat them. In your eyes, is that a success? Even though we didn't go 10-2 or 11-1 or whatever some Kings fans feel that we should go?
I think an ACC championship would be a successful season right now. We haven't won it in 17.
We haven't won the period since we've been in ACC.
Yeah, that's 17 years.
But I'm saying, will that be acceptable?
If we won the ACC championship?
Yes, sir. But we not in no playoff talk. We not in no playoff talk.
Yeah, that'll be a success.
Okay.
It'll be a success because once you win the ACC championship, the next step is a New Year's Six bowl. Now win that game and then move on with the momentum. I'd consider it a successful season. I mean some Kings probably won't though, you know.
Yeah, I mean under this,
and that's what I'm saying. Some people might not.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to disagree with you and say, no, that's not a success. Because a success to them is a natty.
Exactly. Well, if that's the case, ain't no successful season for any team, even if you came close.
Yeah, but we talking about us as fans, though. See,
you know why I bring this up? I bring this up because there's a lot of fans, and I'm not saying fans are on this chat right now, but there's a lot of Hurricane fans, period, across the country that will be most satisfied that we will be in the playoffs. You know, we have this 10-2 season, right? We in the top rankings, we in playoff contention, right? Oh, it's all good. We can lose to Clemson, but we still might be in the playoffs, right? You got some fans that think like that. And I've been noticing that okay, so you want to go 10-2, lose to Clemson, but still be in the playoffs, most likely lose, right? Because you can't beat Clemson, right? And most likely
get blown out.
Or get blown out, right? And I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, y'all don't care about finally, you know, beating Clemson. You know, so what? We not in the playoffs this year. Who cares? But you know what that would be for us to finally beat Big Brother? Because Clemson's Big Brother. Let's just be honest, right?
Right.
Clemson's Big Brother.
You got to think about it. Some of the fan base, they want that instant gratification.
They want that microwave dynasty.
Exactly. They want that overnight celebrity.
Yes, exactly.
It don't work
So
that
you
way.
know what I'm saying? You rather be like LSU, win the Natty, and then the next year be hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? You can only win the Natty and you on the high, and Manny Diaz this and Manny Diaz that, and then the next year you go
3 games. He won a 5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, for some of the fan base right now, we were to win a Natty this year and fall off for the next 3. They wouldn't even care, man. They would just say, "Hey, we won one."
See that ain't me. I want to be winning consistently.
Yeah, we gonna have the fans that, hey, we got that 20-year thing done. Restart, let's go.
And you see, and that's my thing, right? My thing is, and I'm not speaking for the whole entire fan base. I'm speaking for myself. Bro, I know we're not no playoff caliber team. I know we're not chasing no natties. But for the love of God, if we could finally go into the ACC championship game again, and actually beat Clemson and get that monkey off our back, that will show me that we are trending in the right direction. We are trending towards top five every year. Because we can go out there and finally do something that we wasn't able to do this whole time.
Now, CJ said here OG came with the microwave dynasty when Manny was pulling players from the transfer portal to win fast.
Yeah, he was. CJ right, he was.
He might do that this year too.
Yeah, he was pulling them from the transfer portal because hell, we ain't have enough depth and talent at the depth. There's reasons why you go pull people from the transfer portal. I mean,
Manny, I see if Manny going to pull it this year because he was talking. The talk is he gonna pull 4 more players out of there.
Mm-hmm.
If he does that and he go fill up these positions with guys that we think might take the team over the edge, I think he probably is trying to pull that microwave.
Yeah, see, I mean, CJ right.
Now would be a perfect time to strike.
Yeah, CJ absolutely right. He was doing that.
Hey, Slim Shady said that a 7 to 10 point loss to Clemson is trending in the right direction.
He's right.
But that wouldn't be good enough.
That's better than 34 to 17 or 42 to 17.
That's better than what, 59-0 or 3?
Yeah, that's way better. You know what I'm saying? They're ready to kill this coaching staff when we lost to Clemson.
Hey, all I gotta say is Clemson got a new quarterback. Clemson lost their boy Trevor. Etienne is not there. They lost a lot of boys on their team. This right, I'm not saying they're not gonna be good, right? Or they're not gonna be in contention to win a championship. But to be honest with y'all, this is the year for us to beat Clemson.
Quarterback wise, if you look at Clemson, that DJ guy, he ain't too bad.
No, he makes a lot of plays.
The 2 games that he played, I know he lost to Notre Dame, but when you watch him play, watch what he did against Boston College and all of them, he put up solid numbers. He didn't lose the game for them.
He makes a lot of plays with his legs. I'll tell you that. He definitely keeps plays alive.
He didn't lose that game. That was a defense. That was a defense. DJ did his thing on offense.
That loss against Notre Dame, I watched that game. I blame that loss on Travis Etienne.
I did not say Clemson is not in contention. I said that Clemson lost Trevor Lawrence. Clemson lost the captain of the offense. I said they're still going to contend. It's not what I said. I said they're still going to be contending. I'm saying this is going to be the year because they're going from Trevor Lawrence to their new quarterback. This will be the perfect year to try to beat them in the AC championship. That's it. I think so too. No rings.
I think definitely this year would be one of those years where competition between them, the gap won't be so far.
That's all I'm saying, bro. I mean, but he's hearing what he want to hear, though. He's definitely not hearing what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that we're gonna beat them. I ain't saying that.
Nah, but I'm saying though,
as far.
They two big players on offense is not there. They captain Trevor Lawrence Goldilocks, right? Number 1 and number 2 pick in the draft. He's not there. They transfer. They go into another quarterback. They also lost Mr. Dependable ETN. So on offense, right? On offense, not saying they're not going to be as good, but it's the perfect chance for us to have an opportunity to win, especially if our defense is looking like something. This would be the perfect time to try to beat them in the AFC Championship. That's it. That's all I'll say.
I got a question. Did you watch the Clemson Notre Dame game?
I did watch the Clemson Notre Dame game.
Okay. Did you see old Ukulele there pass for almost 400 yards and put up almost 500 yards offense by himself?
I did see that.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're gonna be suffering for quarterbacks.
I'm not taking nothing away from that kid, bro. What I'm saying is that the captain of their team, the one that won them the madness, he's no longer there. They going to another quarterback. This kid, not saying he's not gonna be good, but now he has the pressure on him, and they also have film on him as well now. Right? So you know some of his tendencies. So now we're gonna see how he's gonna look during the regular season as well.
Well, here's my question though. He hasn't won. Trevor Lawrence didn't win all those natties. Deshaun Watson won one, and Trevor Lawrence won one.
Okay. All right.
So
right.
I mean,
Trevor Lawrence won one.
So trying to say that Trevor Lawrence was the key to the offensive success Clemson has had is a little short-sighted.
Okay, so it's a little short-sighted. He's possibly going number 1 in the draft. That's a little short-sighted as well, right?
But once again, he's not the reason for all the success there. Deshaun Watson won the first national title.
Okay, but what I'm saying though, but if he was not one of the main reasons that they won the national title now, and him going number 1, that means he shouldn't go number 1 then, right?
I'm not saying he's not one of the main reasons, but Clemson's in that same position that Ohio State's in every year, Alabama's in every year. I mean, they're not rebuilding a team because Trevor Lawrence left. It's just next man up is fixing to put up numbers.
Yeah, and I must say, DJ don't look too bad.
DJ's probably going to be better because he's bigger and stronger than Trevor is.
Yep. And if he have any of Trevor's competitive spirit, then we might be looking at a demon.
I understand what Maiden Dade is saying. I don't know if everybody else understood what he was saying, but I understand what he's saying.
I understand.
I understand completely what he's saying. I think he's just putting too much emphasis on Trevor Lawrence. That's all.
Hey, all I'm saying is they lost the captain of the offense, right? This is all I'm saying. They're going to the new quarterback, which he's good. We're not saying he's not good or he can't possibly be great or better than Trevor Lawrence or better than Deshaun Watson. What I'm saying this year he has the keys. He got the keys to the castle, right? So this is a lot on his shoulders, just like Bryce Young got the keys. Just like Bryce Young got the keys to the castle now as well, right?
Yeah, the pressure. You're talking about the pressure.
I'm talking about the pressure, and I'm only saying this 1 year. This 1 year, if we're gonna beat them at any time, I feel that this year would probably be the best chance that we have to possibly beat them. That's it, because of the going from Trevor Lawrence to Ukulele. That's it.
Now let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all a similar question to that. Like, let's say the injury with D'Eriq King never happened. D'Eriq King decided to come back. Going in against Alabama now, where they're starting a brand new quarterback, and we would have a King with some experience. How would y'all feel about the game going into Alabama, comparing to how you feel with DJ Ukulele from Clemson?
I feel the same way I feel right now.
Exactly, because D'Eriq King's going to be starting that Alabama game.
Yeah, but he's saying that D'Eriq King never got hurt, and he's coming in healthy. He got spring under his belt. He going into spring and stuff like that. That's what T2 was saying.
I still would feel the same way I feel now.
I get the point he's making. Listen, the only reason King got hurt, that was the only game he didn't wear his knee brace. I don't think that's a mistake he's going to be repeating anytime in the near future. He got a little too overconfident with that knee and didn't wear a brace for that game. So, I mean, they've already said he's blowing through the milestones they've given him. So, I'm not really worried about King coming in. What'd CJ say about King? I already know he said so.
No, man, he told me about them chicken tacos, man. The CJ stupid.
Don't worry about CJ. He in a concussion protocol.
Yeah, well, my thing though, I think if King, I feel like fans would be a lot more confident going into that game if King was 100%. If King had spring under his belt, came back, no injury, spring to work with the guys, everything, I think they would have felt a lot more comfortable playing Alabama. I think a lot of them that saying we gonna get blown out, certain Hurricane fans do say they think we're gonna get blown out. I think a lot of them, in their mind, it probably would have been a closer game. And the fans that are not sure whether we can win or not, they probably would say we would win it.
I think they have the ability to keep it a close game, but until they prove to me that they can keep it a close game, I mean, much like everything else, you got to show me you can do it. You have
that's where I'm at.
I mean, they have the talent to do it. They're top 15, top 10, borderline top 15 talent wise in the nation. So you have the talent to do it.
We got Sergeant AR in here. What's going on, boss?
Mic check. What's good?
What up, AR?
What up?
I was sorry to hear about George Pickens, man. He's a hell of a player. I like watching good players.
Yeah, he is, man. We're gonna see him in the SEC championship. It's all good. He'll be right back. He'll be right back for the SEC championship. So it's gravy, man. We got 4 other receivers that's gonna come in and fill right in. So we good.
I am, man. I don't know if y'all notice. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm from the hood. 8-4. Not 8-4. 8-4. Y'all ain't going to the.
That's what you think. Is that what you think the season's gonna be? 8-4.
Nah, I'm trolling, man. But I don't know what Georgia gonna do. They just lost the number one playmaker.
You're gonna find out. You definitely gonna find out. You know what
I'm saying? Nah. Let me ask you this though. Y'all just lost y'all number one playmaker. Your first game of the season is Clemson. The confidence that you had in that team going up against Clemson before this happened, did that change, or you still on board saying y'all gonna beat them?
We still gonna beat them.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is gonna piss off old Sergeant Too Tall over here. But with George Pickens, without George Pickens, Georgia gonna get their ass handed to them by Clemson.
Hey, put some money on that, Shady.
Okay. Make it light on yourself.
I've already bet them 150 that Clemson gonna win that game, Slim.
Make it light on yourself, bro.
There you go, Sarge.
It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. I'm taking all bets.
All I gotta say is everybody said Auburn was gonna beat Georgia last year.
They said a lot of teams was gonna beat us last year.
I don't know. I heard a guy named Mark Rogers say Kentucky was going to win the East, and that didn't exactly turn out.
Nah. I know. T2Y said. I know last year T2Y said y'all was going to lose to Florida, y'all was going to lose to Alabama, and y'all possibly was going to lose to Auburn.
Nah, it wasn't no possibly. Go to the line.
I was right about two.
It wasn't no possibly.
Hey, the video is on YouTube now. I can't take back what I said in the video.
Yeah, so
it's on YouTube.
Video on T2Y page. It wasn't no possibly. You, CJ, all y'all said we was gonna lose.
Yep, I was one of them. That said Auburn was gonna beat Georgia.
I would take it. I wanted Auburn to beat them, but
and then it ended up being 34-3, and they had -2 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the problem. Here's the problem a lot of Georgia fans don't want to hear neither. Yes, George Pickens is good, but George Pickens is good mainly in theory. All right, you can see the talent he has, but let's be honest, it's not being used at Georgia, and it probably wouldn't have been used at Georgia this season either. because
Oh
they're
no,
still.
it got used at Georgia. It's just he missed 4 games last year.
No. What I'm saying is that Georgia's still a run the ball 50 times a game team. And until you
Not
get away,
according to JT Daniels, who threw for 400 yards 3 times.
3 times doesn't make you a
Hey,
running
them days, them run the ball days is over.
3 games. Look at it, 3 games, and he got a big head already.
Yeah, he only played 4. 3 out of 4 games he threw for 400 yards.
Hmm.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
What's up? What's up?
I got a question for you. Since obviously you a Georgia fan, y'all faced the Alabama a whole bunch of times already. What do you think? What do you think if we could contain Alabama in the backfield? Our defensive line is going to be able to contain their running backs. What's the likely chance you think that can happen? And do you think we have a chance at winning if we could do that?
It's hard to contain them, first of all, because their O-line, their O-line is something serious every year. So it's going to be hard to stop the run against them. But if you don't give up any big plays in the running game and then you get pressure on the quarterback, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You just can't turn the ball over. You can't let them run the ball on you. That's it.
Well, and that's where we will have a little bit of help this year because they're going to be breaking in a new running back, breaking in a new quarterback, and they have no proven wide receivers.
Right. All they got is Michi. They got Michi, and I think one of their tight ends didn't go to the draft either. But number 8, Michi, he's going to be a problem, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna get us. Them screen passes and them screens is what's gonna kill us. Open space. If we don't have the linebackers to get out there in open space, they're gonna kill us in the open space. I'm saying that right now. That's what's gonna kill us.
Because it's so hard to find this Georgia beat.
Not just that. You can't have as aggressive as Manny likes to call plays. You can't have guys overrunning plays like you did all throughout the North Carolina game.
Yep, and that's why I say that's exactly why I say what I say.
Over pursuing.
Yep, that's exactly why I say what I say. Taking bad angles, being too aggressive, overrunning plays, them screens and swing passes is gonna kill us.
It look like for another 2 years, man, because the 49ers is taking Fields.
What happened?
I said you're probably gonna have to see Matt Ryan for another 2 years.
Oh man, don't even start with this Matt Ryan.
Hey, San Francisco is taking Fields.
I bet y'all won't bring up Matt Ryan. We ain't had to see that. He did it himself.
Actually, the rumor I heard is Carolina might take Fields.
Nah, I think San Fran moved up just to get him.
Maybe.
And I think Zach Wilson is going to the Jets.
All I know is it doesn't matter because Tampa's returning all from that Super Bowl team.
I don't know.
Hey, I apologize. On behalf of the Dolphins organization for killing your dreams. I apologize.
On behalf of who?
I said on behalf of the Dolphins organization, I apologize, bro.
On behalf of the Dolphins,
y'all can't get Justin Fields. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna be able to get Justin Fields. So we made that trade.
I'm not worried about
the Dolphins.
Shout out to everybody that said
we made that trade.
The Super Bowl last year.
Yeah. The Dolphins, man. Y'all always have a squad, man. It's just like towards the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? When it's crunch time and you got to make them wins to get into the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of come up short.
I could have sworn I did a Georgia schedule prediction video last year. I can't find it.
The Dolphins proved they don't care about football 30 years ago when they wouldn't build a team around Dan Marino.
Hey, I feel the same way about Matt Ryan.
We still on,
Hey,
we still on that
Refusing to
ride.
give this man a defense.
hey, here's the thing though. The Dolphins had a 20. I mean, the Falcons had a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl and choked that away.
Yeah, they refuse to get this man a defense. The best defense he's ever had was ranked 26 in the NFL. That's the best.
Hey, here's the thing though. All I heard about, and D2I can verify this because I heard it from Turn, how terrible Tampa Bay's defense was. And I kept telling them, look what happens when you put the defense in a good position and you don't have 30 interceptions in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then your defensive coordinator, man, Todd Bowles, man, he should have been a head coach like 5 years ago.
I honestly think Todd Bowles is going to take over for Bruce Arians in a couple of years, but Bruce Arians ain't got much time left anyway.
But yeah, like I was telling T2Y on his last live, man, if Miami watches that Florida game against Bama and they watch that Ole Miss tape against Bama, you can find the mismatches in the secondary and with their linebackers and how to exploit that defense. I'm telling you.
Florida ran out of time. That's all it was. Florida played Alabama. Florida ran out of time.
Actually, I'm gonna completely disagree with that statement because neither one of those teams did a damn thing to even slow down Alabama's offense. All those teams proved is with the right offense, you can give Alabama defense a load of trouble.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying earlier. If we could go touchdown for touchdown, then yeah. But I mean, that's the question because we know Alabama gonna put up points. Is can we?
And in that Florida and Alabama game in the third and fourth quarter, second half, that's what Florida was doing.
Kyle Trask went off on them.
Oh yeah.
And they ran out of time. They were down. They were on the verge of scoring. They ran out of time.
All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna have to continue this conversation another time. Coach Hayes about to drop his video pretty soon, and so y'all make sure y'all go check out Coach Hayes football. And he got the Canes talk tonight at from what I'm looking at right now, it's 7:15. So I'm gonna wrap it up. We've been on for about a good three hours now.
Oh man, I came in late. Okay, all right then, T2R.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man. We're gonna definitely talk about this again. I mean, Alabama coming up pretty soon, so we definitely gonna have this conversation.
Oh, yeah,
all right, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. Y'all have a good night. Go Canes.